All right, everybody all right? Too to be here by the Con of Yahuwah. And that right, with everything going on today, you definitely have to give homage to him and recognize what he's doing for us. And in fact, he hadn't cut us off and kept us among the living. I think they said they got a flash flood warning for Rockdale. Yeah, it's about time. He uncovering all these places. It's about time. He washing them away. And that right, overturning the places. I mean, everywhere you go, something happening for a reason. That's when you'll get people attention. People don't realize there's a lot of black blood been spilled down here. Now everybody down here riding around, running for office and everything now. Years ago, you were running for your life. And now you riding around the back of a truck or in a trunk. A lot of stuff people take for granted. Rockdale, I grew up in Georgia, born and raised. You didn't come down here for nothing. I can tell you, you stayed in. You remember what you came out of Rockdale for? You remember you had to come down here for anything? Nobody didn't come down here. A lot of these places you stayed away from. Here, Covington. Yeah, black folk got whole communities now down these places. Y'all don't know how. Listen, you fortunate. Years ago, you ain't have nothing down there. You down there, you lived on somebody's property. You was a slave. And that going down to Mansfield, all down through there, social circle, no. Everybody lived down there, they was a slave. Go ask them old folk what they were. You was a slave. Trying to lie to themselves. Them folk didn't play with you down these places. Now there's so many of down here, you be on the police force and chief of police and lieutenant, all. No. They ain't get a job like that to colored people. And that right time done changed for, you know what, Yahuwah done advanced, so we ain't done no better. Unfortunately, it take you that long to go get a little strike. And that right, get moved up a little bit long we've been here. And that right, we should have owned the country. We ought to at least have 59% of the share of this country long we've been here. Had nobody been here longer than us. I was talking to them last night. I said, it's amazing if you go and look at it. You look at the people who've been your president. These people come here and relate to George Bush. And the sad part is, the Bushes came over here from Germany. George Bush Sr., he one generation here. One generation. And you president. And your son president. And your other son was governor. One generation in here. Look how long it take a so-called Negro to do something. Donald Trump, one generation American. His daddy not American. All these folk migrate from somewhere else. 1 and 2 generation president. Look how long you been here. Your daddy from here, your daddy from here, your daddy from here, and his daddy from here. You know what they tell you? Why don't you go back where you came from? You can't say that to them. They wear American flag and wear it. They said out their mouth, you'll think they the one, they laid the dirt over him. You know how sad that is? Listen, all these guys are one generation American president. And that's something, Melania Trump. You tell me back when Kennedy was in office, they were gonna run Kennedy out of office. They found out he was sleeping with a Russian girl. They snuck out the country. Had to get rid of her. That's how they got him to get. That's how they gave her the right to wiretap Dr. King. Most of y'all don't know that, do you? Hoover was gonna expose him. He was having sex with a Russian, and he had to go ahead and he gave him the right. His brother signed the right for them to go ahead and because he was Attorney General. Trump, what's that boy? Kennedy. Bobby Kennedy signed the paperwork for them to go ahead and wiretap his house. Everybody talk about how bad jail Hoover was. They don't look at the Kennedys will sell you out for a piece of booty. They snuck that girl out of there, shot her back to Russia. Now you tell me back in that time, there's no way a white man would have been married to a foreigner and sat in that office. That woman, one generation over here, and she done been in the White House, slept in the bed, pissed in the toilet. White folk didn't even play stuff like that. That's how piss poor this country is to you. But I know most of you don't have a brain. I be so disgusted with people calling. Y'all most disgusting people. We the most disgusting people on the planet. The dumbest folks you ever seen. We waste time killing each other, running each other down. You can't tell these white folks nothing in their face. Anything come out your mouth, you racist. You can't say I can't say I don't like something, you racist. What you got against the country? And I holler, slap piss out on white. What? Man, don't be slapping me. What you got against this country, boy? This country, you like, everything you do, they throw it on. You know what? You must be one of them commies. Cause I want to let you slap me in my face. Cause I don't want to sit on the back of the bus. We the worst people ever, and the kids ain't gonna get no better. Let me tell you what you had to do. We need to do a cleansing. We need to do a cleansing. I'm talking a cleansing where we need to sit down and go over what we shouldn't be having going on among us. We definitely in the time, you know what's bad? We actually did better with segregation and with racism being more at its height. It's still here. I mean, people of color had to learn how to work together. You ain't have time. You saw somebody down. If I walked by and I seen the police beat you, I probably wouldn't help. But I'm gonna sit back and watch. I definitely wouldn't be the person to come help kick you. Right. Isn't that right? I understood what the situation was. You understood why I couldn't get involved. But now, I mean, we can do something. We ain't powerless no more. You can go to the gun shop. You can buy a gun. Legally, get a gun and walk in the store, have it on your side showing. You couldn't do no stuff. I can tell you what they did. You walked in the store with a gun back then. White folks in that store, and you got a gun on you, and you ain't the police. See, stuff now, y'all, you don't realize how far, we don't realize how far we've advanced in things, but we don't use our power because we'd rather take our power and exercise it on one another. Isn't that right? Like my mom would tell me in my city to get a fight. She said, why don't y'all go fight them folks in the street? We want everything we learn, we want to go learn the figure four, we want to put it on each other. Come here. Go put it on somebody out there trying to kick and hurt you. We're so busy trying to destroy and kill one another, we don't have a brain out here. Y'all young people, try to encourage your brothers and sisters to try to think better and more logical than what we've done. We made a mess. We set a poor example for y'all young people. And y'all need to blame. We set a poor example. We should have, we'll go out, man, I'll kick Carrie behind. I'll mother F him up. White boy come out, how you do, sir? Yes, sir? Doing all right, sir? We'll kill each other now. We'll gun each other now. Look at all these gangs, they crazy. So once you go there, go in the Alpharetta, start killing white folks, shoot them. Do it like you pull up in Alpharetta, pop out, start shooting up them $1 million homes. Because you crazy. They ain't crazy. Everybody know where to go shooting at. Everybody know where to play at. Ain't nobody got no brain. Tell them to go to Beverly Hills, just jump out. Like you do one of them projects, one of them all-black neighborhoods, because you're not crazy. They allow you to take advantage of people that look like you. Listen, we are the destroyers of ourselves. Y'all see how that stuff come out by Tupac, ain't it? Say his stepbrother killed him. Everybody says Suge Knight killed him. Tupac. They investigating his stepbrother for a murder. See that? Oh, everybody put on. I never thought Suge Knight. That was the dumbest conspiracy I heard in my life. Who you think I'm gonna put in the car with me and tell you to start shooting them up and they sit on the passenger side? Pull up and start out low. I'm the driver. They on the passenger side. Yeah, start shooting him wide open. What's gonna prevent one of them bullets from going through and hitting me? Man, people so dumb. They make you dumb. These people know who killed them. It's always gonna come back out. They put it on the air about it. White man, we kill our own selves. If the police killed Tupac, I mean, nigga got the dumbest conspiracy in the planet. Nothing you say make no sense. The police didn't have no reason to try to catch nobody killing him because they looked at, he shot 2 white boys that were police. Why would white people try to rescue him? Why would white people gonna try to save him or find who shot him? All they did was just let him do what they do. He got shot, that's the life you're living. You put your music out here in violence. The stuff you do is violent. You hang around people that promote violence. What you think you're gonna get? Y'all young people want a positive future. We had a good time. Stay with people doing something positive. I don't deal with broke people ain't doing nothing. That's a waste of my time. You ain't gonna do nothing. Let me tell you they learn. You be in the store and be looking around, cracker, follow me for. You ain't buying nothing. If you ain't got no money, what I'm doing here looking around for? You gonna steal. That's just bottom line. I used to steal. I got trained by the best. I don't do it. Listen, I don't go to no mall window shop. I go to mall and buy something. If I don't buy that because I ain't seen nothing I want. I don't have time to go walk around touching on no clothes, wearing on no clothes I ain't gonna buy them. Wasting my time. I was in there the other day, I went, started the KL Mall. Man, I grew up, started the KL Mall was lively. People were living, it was human beings. Flow busted up, about 4 restaurants in there. Everyone like they got crack needles in their food. I walked around there, I got some pants I seen I was gonna get. So I swear, I said, yeah. She said, you wanna go try them on? I said, what? She said, wanna go try? She got a dressing room. I said, you gonna have me on YouTube? I said, not me. I said, I ain't got nothing to be embarrassed with either. I said, you ain't gonna be selling me around on no YouTube. I said, I know what I wear. Isn't that right? When you get old, you know what you wear. You gotta think of me on butt naked, I'm on YouTube now, make that thing start jumping and pop. Nope. Ain't that right? I told you, I need to get that little money. Yeah, these folks they run it down. See, they ran all these places. This is what they do. When y'all see neighborhoods run down, when y'all see these projects, you saw this stuff is formulated by a white system. Don't about like white systems formulate this. Listen, they set the demographics up. They take the life out of these places. They're gonna put a little cheap convenience store. Go watch what kind of drinks you're gonna get. It's gonna be cheap, sorry drink. You're not going in Buckhead and buy no 99-cent liter of no brand drink. They're not set. They ain't got no 99-cent drink on ice and no Bill Busted Lou where you pick up no singles. They're going to be clean, lights, everything. They ain't going to put no wonder with no protection on it. They do that to you, and you got to stop patronizing people like that. I don't buy from people like that. When you got them wonders and you going to shove my stuff and shake it up, I don't do it. I ain't hurting that bad. I go somewhere else. I drive across town. I ain't going to let you do it to me. Pull that glass down. If anything, I need the glass to protect myself from you. You the thief. Said Stern a whole lot less. He didn't have to deal with any of this. There's no way in the world these numbers make sense. For you to believe them numbers is for you to be retarded. There's no other race in the world that can survive under that pressure. It's impossible. Let me see, you have more young men they are locked up than women around the whole world. That make common sense? The whole world, the earth, that's your young people. Now, they ain't even your 30 on up. And this your young people. And you got the drug abuse, and we forgot about the gangs. I ain't even count you, and the homosexuality, and the drugs, and the drinking, and the illiteracy. It's no way possible. You got to stop letting people give you. And the only reason why I'm telling you this, because you use this as your excuse for you to do better. You let other people give you your numbers. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. Don't let nobody give you your numbers. I ain't going to let nobody tell me what's in my pocket. Because when they give it to you, you conform to it. The average you, they tell you can't do something, you conform to it. I'm telling you something. Our men today are piss poor. I will push you, where my young men at? Stand up, my young men. You will never get an excuse for me on what you can't do. We will never have the conversation of what you can't do. You will never tell me how you being held back and who keeping you from doing anything. You will keep yourself back because you will have to conform. You got it. You will not allow anyone to hold you back without a fight. We ain't talking about physical. If it get to that point, you will. You defend yourself on every end, economically. Y'all see me? Psychological. However you got to do it. Y'all got it. This is your mission in life. You already know the odds are stacked against you. Then they need to go back and restack them. Y'all got it? Y'all sit down. No, don't buy into that. When you get somebody got to give y'all them excuses, cut them off. Don't you? Listen, that's where you at. That's where you at. I refuse to conform to it. I refuse to. Y'all got me? Listen, you have to succumb to that. You know when it came to, so are y'all young people, my young people, are y'all familiar with who Yahushua is? What did Yahushua do? His last feat that we know of before he left him, what did he do? He sacrificed his life to say he died. Did they take his life? So if I'm talking to them, I'm trying to figure out, check. My brother Jack called. He said, when you be talking to young people, all this time they ain't stand up now time now. Here you go. Now, y'all know when I say young people, them jokers, they slid like this. All the time they start answering questions. Then you know, yeah, get to one. My brother said, make sure you got enough pen. He said, gonna be a bunch of them too. But what they told y'all was the truth. Nobody took his life. He laid it down. He said he had the authority to do that. He said, I had authority to pick it up. So what did that tell you when you allow things to happen to you? How much do you play? How much do you play in that, in the fact that you don't do anything as far as resistance? That's what they used to call certain movement. They would call resistance because they wouldn't succumb to, they wouldn't do it. Listen, when people tell you something, I remember when I got shot. I got up. They asked who got shot. I was sitting down and I said it was me. I got up, I sat on the stretcher. They brought the stretcher. I got up, I sat on the stretcher. They rolled me to the hospital. I laid there at the hospital. They came back. I remember the doctor telling me it was a probability that I might not be able to walk again because the bullet was lodged. They had to do some x-ray. They were going to get somebody, a specialist to look. I remember I laid down. I configured in my mind, and I refused to accept it. I got up, I left. I refused to do it. I told him I had to go. I thought about it. I told him I had to go. I said, I got to go. That's the way I said, I got to go. I said, I can't stay here. Because they had already put in my mind. I already saw it. I said, it don't make sense. I was walking. How's the child ain't going to walk? That's crazy. So I left. I used to do a lot of falling, but I kept fighting it. I could have stayed. I could have succumbed to it. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to realize. You got to succumb to this stuff. Just like being saved. You got to succumb to it. Don't y'all know every artist stacked against me being saved? Okay. Who got it? Who can get it? If the odds, let me say, you telling me who in here got it easy? I know, go ahead, be a nigga and say it's me. Go ahead and say it. It's me and preacher. Preacher got it easy. Explain to me how you do it. So who don't have to keep the law? Who don't have to keep it? Everybody got to keep it. Well, you can't even be saved by it. So tell me how the odds ain't against you. How the odds not against me when I got to keep something that I can't be saved by? I'm fighting a winning battle. I'm fighting a losing battle from the start. I got to win it. Odds against me. Because he said nobody can be justified by it. Nobody. He said nobody can be justified. So I'm already fighting. A lot of y'all guys succumb to the fact I probably ain't going to be saved anyway. He gave you the Torah. You couldn't be saved by it anyway. Huh? That's y'all. That's what you do. Y'all let the little thing trip you up, though. The little thing be your hardest fight. You use every excuse or not to. Listen, I'm fighting to make it in. I'm fighting to make it in. Every day I repeat the same action. I will not succumb to it. I will not do it. You can sit there, you be a quitter. I need you to quit, because I need to get in. Who kind of struggling with it, so I can go ahead and tell you to quit? Because you might be in my way. Who in here, man, I just tell you, I just feel like I ain't gonna make it. You not. Go ahead and let it go. Because you're in my way. I got to get somebody to fall to get in. No, y'all don't like that, do you? It's called the truth. That's called the truth. Someone has to fall for somebody to get in. On the way Jacob got his inheritance, his brother had to sell his brother. He needed him to fall. He gave him the stumbling block. When he was hungry, he the one gave him the food. He needed him to fall. See, so you realize that people working for your fall, then why you ain't working to stand? Why would he tell me haven't done all therefore to stand? No, just give up. Listen, you done done all you can do. Listen, why y'all keep trying to do it? You done did all you can do. Why you keep trying? Just know when to give up and let it go. That's what you want to hear. That don't work for me. I got to make it in. I put everything on the line. If this don't work, I ain't got nothing else. It's got to work. Now, some folks say, it's got to work. People trying to tell you to stop, just leave it alone. It's got to work. It's not, I don't have any other options. Y'all understand that? All the odds are stacked against you. Stop looking for folk to come pet you and drag you and stroke you. You got to determine in yourself what you're going to do. That man Yahushua died, and he told her that he was going to go to Jerusalem. He said he was going to be delivered in the hand of Kataim, sinners. He said they're going to put me to moot. He said the third unit, he said, I'm a coon. I'm a ride. What they do? Stuck a big, fat, giant rock right in the way. And you look at it and say, first of all, I'm wrapped up. You look at it, y'all some real niggas. Y'all they ain't put a brick, they rolled a stone and put two people on the side to make sure you don't get up. That's called opposition. So what do you do? Quit. What else you gonna do? Common sense say stop. Why would you keep going? You're tired? These folk done blocked you in? Just let it go. It ain't for you. This is you guys. Quitters. They always looking for a reason to justify quit. I used to do it. I know quitters. Stop looking for a reason to quit. Look for every reason to keep going. That's how I do it. I got to keep going. You think opposition don't be against me? Losses, 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 losses. You ain't going to believe it. That don't move me. I'll be back. Just like Tony Doss said, I'm coming back the same way. Every time. I mean, I thought that was just crazy. Like, why would you go back when they just tackled you that way? Listen, I got to go that way. That's why I got stopped. I'm coming to bowl him over this time. I know he coming, so what you need to do? He told you the good man of the house had known which watch. Since he was good, why would a thief be coming? Why wouldn't I attack you? You trying to live right. You don't set your mind to change. Opposition work that way. You have to determine in yourself, what are you trying to do, people? Are you going to let opposition stop you? This is life. Listen, there's nothing you're going to live better than life. Death ain't better than life. If you don't learn how to roll with it, man, that thing will roll you over. That thing will take you out. I'm ready. You had to determine your mind what you're going to do. Y'all guys have the best support, one of the best, well, y'all got the best support system. Because it comes through Yahuwah. He'll establish it that way. Man, you'll be a fool about him by yourself. You'll be a fool about him by yourself. There are folks say, man, that ain't going to do wrong. Man, do it by yourself. That's tight. Because Yahushua came down here, he had 12 with him. So your logic makes sense to me. That's why I keep to myself. I do everything myself. And he got 12 people to help him. I be want to follow your logic all the time if I was stupid. But the man had 12 people helping him. Yeah, I just learned how to do it all myself. That's what most dummies do for crashing. You need help. When Yahushua carried him to two, you saw he kept dragging that thing. Now he gave somebody some help. He sent somebody to help him. That thing too much on you. You need help. You need some help. Mushal, he had all the people. He sat there by himself. Other folks took his father-in-law to tell him. So you done took too much on. He said, man, you need some help. He said, man, you can't shop at all these people by yourself. He said, you need some help. Y'all guys don't, and you know what bad? You don't know how to use what you got. There's a lot of time folks be I need some new clothes. They don't even wear everything they got. I don't know how you need no new one. Somebody came there and took your stuff and showed and wore it. They be talking, man, that was something. Because you start to not consider what you have because you got it. There's a lot of stuff you got, you don't know how to use it. So because you don't know how to use it, it's like you need something else. And you don't realize he looking at, you don't need nothing else. You can't use what you got. What good to give you something, you don't even use what you got. Like y'all terrible. We just terrible people. We always keep thinking what we need to do better. What you doing with what you got? How well you exercising what you got? I don't want to jump, but I know if I had something else better than this, what I do. You think he that stupid? You already got good, you don't use it, and you asking for better? Don't make sense. You're a terrible worker and you want a better job. I can see that all day. Terrible. Thief, liar, everything. All he do is give you stuff to your fault. Listen, if you don't learn to appreciate what you have, if you don't learn to use what you have, why he gonna give you something else? Why would he give you anything else? Y'all young people, try to learn to be practical when you do stuff. A lot of people want a whole lot of stuff. All they get, a lot of things can cause you a lot of stress and headache. A lot of stuff people want, they really don't want it because they don't realize how much it takes to keep it maintained. And when they get it, it's gonna be to their fault. It'll be to your hurt. You have to learn how to use what you have before you start trying to add something else. It'd be just like them season cabinets. Go in them season cabinets. Every season on the earth, they don't cook but two of them. Pepper and salt. And nigga want to sharp their season cake. They know how many of y'all got a lot of season in your cabinet? How many of y'all got season that you don't even touch? You ain't even think about it. It's too far in the back. You don't even know that. You get them, they all stuck to the bottom. But you had to have it. You had to have it, though. You had to have it because we're different. And don't even use it. The man watch us. He said, man, we so impractical, it's ridiculous. Just get stuff to have it. So you can show other folks you got something. How well do you do with what you got? See, this is about us taking time and really getting to know ourselves. And a lot of us don't know ourselves. And that's why we don't really advance and do better, because you live lies to yourself. You make excuses. You use other people for your excuse for why you don't go better and what you need and what you do, but you don't do anything with what he give you. Hello? I told y'all the first thing I recommend to any man, any woman, get your relationship straight with him first. Be honest with yourself and get with this man and examine yourself and open up about who you are. Because he knows. He just needs you to confess it. Ain't nothing I confess to him he don't know. You know why I don't confess it? Because I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to bring it up. I don't want to discuss certain things about myself. I'd rather keep them dormant, keep them hidden. And that's what you're doing. That's why you don't advance. Be realistic. Let me tell you something. People, a lot of time, we get hung up on how people are going to look at us if we say something. It's nothing you can ever confess that somebody else ain't done. Absolutely nothing. But since the whole world lives this big lie and this illusion of each other, and to look like they not and they've never done, that's why the world in the place it's at. Nobody ever been honest with themselves. You can get a lot further if you're honest with yourself. Don't worry about other people. Most people pretending. Most people not real. Don't believe them. They're not real. Things will look good and then they're not real. You'd be surprised. People live a whole fragment or figmentation life. It's not even real. It's not even realistic. You want to be real with yourself. That's how you go further. When you know who you are, you're comfortable in who you are, other people don't move you. You see things, you say, wow. But then you get back to practical. I don't know what you did to get it. My time's still here. I'm still doing my time. It ain't too late for you to get something. You ain't got to have it today. You work toward it, but then it's a maturity you need to have when you obtain things. So a lot of times people get things obtain them. They don't have things. Things have them. I have things. Things don't have me. It's impossible for things to have me. I don't run chase after things. I just can't do it. It's a waste. I've done that before. When you run a chase after it, you'll never get a chance to get a rest. It don't make sense to get something. I don't have time to go buy something, and I got to work night and day to keep it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I got to work night and day, and I can't sleep. I don't need it. I don't need nothing. I got to run chase behind to keep. I don't need no woman. I got to smell her draw, lock no door, and put a tracker under her car. And lock into her phone and keep up with. I don't need that. Too much pressure. You're not good for me. If I got in my mind, then I got to do that. I don't need you. Ain't that right? It's enough to keep up with myself. But see, it be people that be comfortable doing it because that's how we done it. And all you do is run away something, and you did all that to try to keep it. It ain't worth it. You start weighing the cost. What I got to do to keep you? I had a cousin. He was realistic too, Richard boy. He said, when he smiled, he said, smile that lady, smile at her. So she smiled. He said, what you smiling at me for, ugly as I is? He said, I ain't got no blanking money. He told me, I said, what? He said, man, ugly as I is, that woman no good where she got no business smiling at me. He told old heifer. He was pissed with her too. Oh man, he was cussing mad with that woman. He said, man, he was so mad. Because I was just saying to myself, I've never heard that before in my life. He was mad because he was ugly. He was like, and here she was smiling back at her. He knew it ain't practical. She thinking she finna get some money out of somebody. And he was living, so he wanted to smile for her to tell her. Look, then he be like, okay, that's normal. But she went to smile back like, yeah. He like, oh no. No, heifer, I know what you trying to get. These folk be thinking, God done smiled on me. It's the day of the ugly. When? Stop it. Folk be practical. No good and well folks ain't there got no taste. Let me tell you something, ugly folk. All the time folk get ugly folk. I'm just being honest with you. Y'all want the truth? Well, you ain't got to want. I'm going to tell you why. Cause that mean I'm a low achiever. I ain't got to worry about nobody else having you. Man, I would never let nobody tell no stuff like that. I got you, so I ain't got to worry about nobody having you. Man, I'll punch in her stomach. Tell me no fooling like that, man. You be like, man, what you, okay. People don't want practice. They don't want, cause this, let me tell you how, y'all don't true. Y'all, that leave right there, it's too much out here. Let me tell you something. This is not practical, okay? It's not practical. If somebody, listen. It's not practical that people want people that nobody else wants. It's not practical. It's not practical that people want low achievers. It's not practical that people ever do it. People do this because it doesn't challenge them. So you have to be careful when people do things or tell you things because it really insults your intelligence. See, I'll be honest, to me, you ain't never got to change. I'm happy with you the way you are. Wow. How many of y'all just happy with yourself the way you are? So why would you let somebody tell you that? How many of y'all, how are you happy with yourself the way you are? When I say, how many of y'all honestly want to be better, would like to see growth, change, progress? I don't want you to do that. I'm good with you just the way you are. Because I just insult your intelligence. If you do more, you ain't gonna believe it. If you do more, then you might look for more. I try to tell y'all, pay attention when people talk. Don't let people tell you stupid. I know folks saying, that ain't everybody's case. That's true. It's like a fragment of a percentile. Don't be stupid. You have to be satisfied with yourself first. I don't want nobody ain't satisfied with themselves. I don't want nobody to say, what I'm gonna do with you? I ain't got time to be trying to build you up no company. You better build your own self. I got time for I'm too busy working on myself. Isn't that right? Hair loss, all this stuff I'm fighting. I got time to fool with you. Head blind. Come on, build me up. I'll kick you down. I got time. I'm struggling over him. But I want you to hold me. Nigga, please, you too big. Hold yourself. Don't let folk insult you. Listen, you always need to set levels for you. Like me and Dave saying, we've been, there's levels to this thing. Y'all hear me? You always got levels. You want to see, when you see that you're doing well, don't stop there. Always look at where you can improve. Don't get people talking about, you can go too far. Just stop it. Just stop making excuses to be a bum or be a quitter. I mean, this life. While you in it, learn how to master it. You here. So when he tell them, he said, let them have dominion over. What that mean? Not life though, just everything else. You shouldn't have no rule over life, over your decisions. You shouldn't have no rule over that. That's why y'all lack. That's what holding you back. I watch them. Now y'all low achievers. You comfortable with it. Because nobody push you. You don't want to be pushed. You don't want to have to grow. Because you know that means responsibility. That means keep up. That means maintenance. So I don't want to do that. I'd rather do less, have less required of me, then I can be lax. Can't afford to. This thing crumbling up. You know what it's going to come down to? Only the strong going to survive. Y'all going to say, all right, keep playing. They don't even tell how many. Listen, Russia just sat here and blowed up 60,000 tons of grain. 60,000 tons of grain. That grain go around the world to feed the world. They said millions going to starve. Millions are going to starve. I can assure you ain't in that number. When they counted them numbers, I guarantee my name ain't on that paper. Somebody ain't going to eat. It ain't going to be me. Y'all hear me? The way y'all got to eat. That's just bottom line. Our name better not be on that. Like I said, our name better not be on that paper. I guarantee you better go real set. We got to eat. Y'all, they said pray about it. I already done prayed about it. We got to eat. Y'all, first thing to do, we game changer. We only take if it's necessary. I know some of the guys, let's go take now. I'll shoot you myself. Isn't that right? No, makes no sense. Listen him. We'll use the tools he gave us. Y'all got it? We're going to serve Mr. Yahuwah, but we're not going to just sit around and pray and leave it in his hand. We'll get out here and use what he gave us. He gave us the ability to go out and go get. He gave us the ability to work together. But a lot of y'all, you just don't have that mindset. You try to do your individuality thing, and you do yourself, you your own person. And I tell you, like I tell my boy, they'll tell me to come to help people. What's my saying, boys? What else I tell them? That's it. Come on, Bryce. There you go. My brother just called. He hit it right. Don't miss. I just tell you, just don't miss. Listen, if you're going to live that life, it's me, it's all me, it's me. Just don't miss. Because you're out there by yourself. Don't miss. Don't try to go miss then holler. You think I can get some? No, we can't do that. You're going to be one way or the other. Y'all hear me? That's the way we do it. Appreciate it. My brother Jack called. He did tell me make sure I get the opinion back. So it is. It's just a matter of people got to realize, man, this is how you survive right here. These people form a league. Why do you think these people got military, the police, they got all these groups work together? They'll tell you, the Blues stick together. Everybody stick together. Football team. I'm on a football team, and my team, I'm on Cam on the opposite team. Tam come and me and him start struggling. What my team do? Sit back and say, well, y'all got to handle that. What my team do? Man, that bench clearing. The bench clearer. They don't care about what I do. They looking at, we coming for our man. Isn't that right? We coming for, they ain't going to say, well, my man wrong. Listen, his team coming too. They see what they say. Woo, everybody coming. They look at it. He not by himself. You out here by yourself. Who coming? Who coming? This ain't about a fight. This about survival. This man done set up the perfect way for us to advance ourselves. You just got to pay attention, got to do it. The first thing we have to do, we have to make sure that we created the right fundamentals. You know what I'm saying? We've laid the right foundation, and that our love is toward him first. Everything we do, we have to work toward. Listen, if I do something, listen, it's got to work toward this. If it's not going to work toward what I'm doing toward this, it's not going to be beneficial. It's not going to be beneficial. You have to think like that. See, a lot of things that hurt a lot of y'all, you don't think the way you need to think. You just think about self. That's not the way he set it up. Y'all got it? That's just being honest. Listen, it involves all of us. It involves all of us. That's what, see, I learned how to, listen, you the system within you. If it's for the sake of the people, then come on, Mike, stand on Mike, it's tight on you. Try to stand at the pork and the jacket. He ain't even sweat. Don't worry, hang on, that's it. Just walk in place, you be all right. How many jobs you working now? 2, 3? 2. He be work, at least he'll work. I ain't seen that money, but he say he work. I know he eating. Ain't that right? I ain't heard about to get mugs. I'm assuming he working them 2 jobs. But we just got to work to get this thing together. That's just being honest. This thing folding and unfolding, and we just got to make sure we're ready. We got to make sure we're right. This thing coming down to everything the man told us happening. Everything he told, listen, he told us pestilence, disease was coming. He told us going to be war. And listen, some of the things he told y'all about Jerusalem. He told y'all Jerusalem going to be intact. He said, and don't go in it. These stupid folks still trying to go to Jerusalem. I'd like to go there before I die. That's where you're going to die at. That man clearly told us when we saw this stuff coming, he said, do not go in Jerusalem. And he told you, if you're in it, get out. Just like the movie, get out. Them stupid, that's why I know people not conscious. Who told you about this stuff, wars and rumors, or earthquakes and die? Who told you this? The man told us all this stuff was happening. We've never seen this stuff before in our life. And people still stupidly living it. Just know y'all still playing around doing what you do. You're going to pay for it, though. Listen, some of y'all in here going to be out. And some folks outside going to be in. He told y'all, he said it's going to be first, going to be last. It's last going to be first. Y'all going to find yourself in some bad situation because you didn't understand when your time of your visitation. This man give you a visitation, give you an opportunity to sit down and consider a lot of it. All the signs are him. All the signs out here. Whole 5, 6, 7 states. I never heard it before in my life. Never. I asked them because they're older than me. No one has seen this stuff before, people. India, all these places flooded. There's disastrous stuff every time you look around. I'm talking about just disastrous stuff. And people still keep going. I'm still fornicating, still lie, kill, play around, still hate, still be stupid. That's you. That's you. Go ahead and die. You got to get out the way. Somebody got to live. Listen, I'm coming to understand something. You going to have to die. That's what it's going to take. You have to die for somebody else to live. Won't you let somebody be stupid enough to die so you can live? Why you got to keep being a dummy and everybody profit off you? Won't you learn how to profit off other people? The man done set the best system. Listen, that man concerned about a couple of things. He concerned about his name, his inheritance. Okay. When Musha found out the people messed up, you know what he let them know about? These people are going to talk about you. This stuff going to come up against your name. He was going to kill out. He told Musha, get out. He said, I'm going to kill all of them. He said, be tight. Because everybody done heard about what you've done for their people. He said, if you kill all their people at one man, he said, then they're going to talk about it. And they're going to say you couldn't do what you say you're going to do. And what about what you said about Abraham, Yassakat, and Yaakov? You kill all their people, that's the inheritance. You gave your word on this. He said, go ahead and take those people on where they're supposed to be going. He said, but it's a day I'm going to come back. I will visit these people. He's going to visit you. He'll let you go so far. He's going to come back and visit you. A lot of y'all like to fight it. You like to try to work against it. You like to see where you can get around whatever I tell you to do. It's a couple of y'all pull that stuff. But it's fine because you need to do that. See, the reason why, for all of y'all that fight and resist it, you don't know you're actually needed because you're going to pay for it later. See, he need to have people he make examples of. So you're just those people. Musha had opposition. He had people that fought him. They felt like they was Musha right here. So are we. He said, I got to show him. He said, I got to show him. Y'all ain't on the same level. People murmuring, grumbling, talked against him. He said, I got to kill him. And yet, whatever written the 4th time, what was it written for? You just got to say it. It's some folk like that say, you just got to say it. Can't tell you, it's hot, it's hot, 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 it's hot, hot, hot. That thing know you done touch, hot. I know. You just get, at some point, I used to be that kid. When do you stop being stupid? When do you start really sitting down look at where the world is at? Do y'all understand? This economy is at the brink. It's done. This thing, listen, it's worse than bad. Y'all understand this? They don't. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't worry about it. Y'all say it. Y'all say it. Man, listen, it's going to get bad. It's going to get bad. That's why Palau be telling the count of words to escape. Y'all probably don't catch it. You know what he's talking about? He said, Palau, that you be counting word to escape. Why you think I asked him? You ain't going to believe it. Shh. You were too dumb to remember that. I say things for a reason. He clearly said to Palau that you be counting word to escape. When this man telling me that I be counting word to escape, he said, if I don't shorten the time, ain't nobody going to be saved. That's with Torah and with Con. He said, except those days be shortened, there is no one that's going to be saved. But y'all smart. Y'all smarter than that. Don't worry about it. It's just man right. I wouldn't worry about that stuff. Here I is trying to scare you. I wouldn't pay no attention. I see you in my spot. You be stupid if you want to. I refuse to just be stupid. I've done that too long. At some point, you got to tell yourself, let me quit being stupid and follow. I don't know, so I need to follow. Okay. Let's talk a little bit. Romans 15:4. I know y'all scared now. Y'all heard that. Oh, really? He's doing his thing. I'm fine. He is doing his thing, and I ain't got no problem. I used to be a little kid. Oh, please stop it. Oh, scare me. Just, I'm ready for it to go. Man, I remember you the thunder like, and that thing crack. You hear that thing like it go all the way to the ground. You hear that thing crack, and the house just, when it shake, house just run before you like, that's too much. That wind and water blowing, you realize that man said, I got more than you to worry about. Listen, when he was doing it and Yahushua was on that ship, he said, I'm good. But these folks in him about to lose it. He was good. He was fast asleep. He looked at the man got to do his word. He was fast. He wanted to cry, man, we might not make it. He said, man, he was fast asleep. Like, that man doing his job. He's still a keeper. Listen, you know folks say, oh, Mahusha is a inner. Oh, Mahusha is a rock. He's a shelter. So you ain't never been in no storm. How you know that? How you know he'll cover you in a storm? Because you've been too long singing stuff and you ain't never had no experience. That's what shoot at the foot. We'll sing the piss out of song. You ain't got no experience. And you nut up every time you do it. But I'm studying saying he'll shelter in the time of storm. So when the storm comes, I start running. I jump under the bed. I'm hollering and crying. So when do you believe it? How you have no experience? He is a healer. As soon as I get sick, I lose it. I probably ain't gonna be saved. I give up. Won't you let me do what I do? Let me hit all these trying. Who gonna let him operate? That's the problem you got. Nobody wants to let him operate. Everybody want to tell him how to do it. You know why surgeons put you to sleep? They'll never get it done. Oh, stop! Don't cut right there. Oh no, I just thought about something. Can you do another? But what you got? Can you go through my back, through my hamstring? They said, I'm going to put you to sleep. This ain't working. I ain't going to get nowhere. Oh, I just thought about something. No, right there. Ooh, that hurt. They said, that's the alcohol. I said, yeah, but it burned. I think from a cut one time when I was a kid. They were like, man, we can't get nowhere. That's Yahuwah with us. He's trying to operate and you awoke and you awake. He said, I can't do it. I got to put you out. It ain't working. That's why them folks put you to sleep. Man, if you was awake when they were doing it, they never get it done. You done jumped off the table, ran, get the wall, started slinging stuff, done grabbed the nurse around the neck and choking them. Everything that hurts you and feel like it's killing you is to help you. You ain't gonna believe it. Everything that man do is to help you. And you know what we started doing? Fighting it. Because it looked like he killing them. He said, no, what's gonna kill you is what you're doing. How many of us have been guilty of that? That's why I'm talking. I ain't just talking I'm talking because that's been my experience. I can't help him fix nothing. The best thing I do is just leave it alone. No more than I help the surgeon. I help the surgeon, we got it done. No, you were cold, you were out. That's the only way you're gonna do it. I need you out of the way. And a lot of times we get in the way and the man can't work. He can't reach perfection because we in the way. Okay? All right, come on. Romans 15 and 4, those looking. This is Byth Mashiach, so I get them for them losing in him about that rain. Listen.
For whatever Nikata before.
Man, let my car float down the street. I ain't paying no note. If I see somebody else's car float down the street, I ain't paying no note. See if I go run behind a car and chase it down the street trying to catch it. You ought to drown. I catch you and take you somewhere and drown you myself. I get a cup of water and pour it down your nose. Run trying to catch me. Leave that jug alone. That'll be all right. Don't be listening. That man a provider. And we just let that man do what he said he gonna do.
That's right.
Ain't that right? If he moved something out your life, it was in the way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just telling you the truth. Why would he move out of your life? Why would he move something out of your life that was beneficial for you? Why? Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, I've been guilty of this. We all been guilty. Let me talk about me. I've been guilty of questioning when he do stuff. Because it should have gone a different way. Who that is talking? That's exactly what it means. Why would he do so? Why? It don't make sense to this truth for me. It don't make sense to come here and listen to nothing he said if I don't trust him for everything. So if it don't make sense to me to come here and don't trust him for everything, how much sense it make for you? He got all the sense in the world to give me the knowledge of. He just ain't got no sense when it comes down to decisions out of him. Because all the decisions he made have wrong. They bad. They don't work. I don't like them. They ain't good for me. It could be different. It could be better than what he said and what he done. But when I get something I like, then it's fine. How he ain't wrong when I get something that work out for me? He ain't never wrong when that work out for me. He just wrong. We don't say literally he wrong, but we know how we feel. We don't call his name. We don't even address him. But we don't like it. This should have went a whole nother way. This don't make no sense. Who orchestrated it? And that don't make no sense when they do it. But it makes sense when it's something we like we get. I've been guilty of that. Learn how to just, before you talk, before you open your mouth, you might want to hold off. Mm-hmm. You might want to wait for you to run your mouth. Because you've had yourself in a bad situation.
That's right.
And that's why a lot of things haven't worked out for a lot of us. Because we did what we knew. We ain't do nothing no different than what we knew. You know what I'm learning? Sometimes you get kids in lower performing schools. Those lower performing schools will be a partial part of why all the kids are not performing. You take them and move them to a better performing school, it more or less encourages them or incites them to want to do better. Influences. So a lot of times we've done things based off of influences. That's all we heard people say. That's what people say. That's what people say. We repeat what people say. Other people say, I ain't the one say it. And a lot of times we don't realize it can be detrimental. That's why you need to actually know him. You really need to have a relationship for yourself. Because then it's certain things you ain't gonna talk to me about, not about him. You can say it, I ain't gonna sign out with it. Let me tell you what I have an ability to do. I had somebody talk to me, I'm gonna call them in. Man, they talk, listen, they laid that thing down. I'm talking about they put that thing down. You know, you get that button, I take that man, and listen, you let and it's smooth, even across that bread. That's how they did it. I took that knife and I went straight back across that bread. I don't agree with now one thing you said. I said, I just want you to get finished. I don't go along with none of it. I don't let people tell me stupid stuff. And when you do, because they were rolling, they was on a roll with it. Go ahead and roll it. Put that, I want you to lay that mayonnaise, come and scrape it straight back off and tell you, I don't eat mayonnaise. I don't go along with it. I ain't gonna let nobody convince me. Listen, because I have my own relationship, that's just certain thing you're not gonna tell me about it. Now, there's other folk, I can't vouch for them, but him I can. Him I can. I mean, what he told me had been, that's what it's been. That's what it's been. You got to make up your mind. Are you going to trust him for everything or for what you like? What's comfortable? What we like. I did. I told him one time, I had a boss years ago, he didn't know I was going to kill him. He had no idea I was going to kill him. I had already put my mind, I was going to kill this man. I was going to kill him right there with everybody in that office. I was going to kill that man just to show. Listen, that man, they took that man and said he was going to make me lose my stuff, my car. So all I'm looking at, you'll take from me and my family. I'm going to kill this man. I was going to go in here, I was going to beat this man and kill him. I wasn't going out, I was going to wait right there for the police. I was just going to kill him. I was like, you'll do this, and you know, it's like this man don't control your destiny. This man had and then, you know, I felt so bad for the fact of, you know, that man wound up giving me more work. Now, what if he'd have let me move? Tony Smith, listen, I was good. This was in my, listen, I was walking in him. I was going to kill this man right here so everyone know I killed this man because he was going to take from me and my family. Never happened. What if he'd have just let me go? and listen, I was going to be justified in myself, in prison, all the time I'm doing because that man was taken from me and my family. That man, Yahuwah, let me something. You know what that man do? That man was studying getting me work. Had I moved, that's why I'd be grateful. Tony Smith was finna kill a man based off of something I had put in my mind for somebody told me something. And that man let me see, son, don't nobody control your end. See, you put that in that man. That's something that you believe. That man don't control your end. I know somebody talking about they gonna make me. They don't listen. Only thing you can take from him, will he let you? You know why he let you take it? Because he's gonna use it against you later. Huh? Okay. Y'all ain't gotta believe it. That's what, listen, it's all about where you at. What you trying to do. Where you trying to go? Where you trying to go? Because a lot of us in here feel like people control our destiny. And these people don't control nothing. Nobody, he don't give that to people. Everything happen, he gotta allow it. You understand that? This the kaph. I hard my heart against you. I do nothing for you. Hear me, nigga? Nigga, you done. Nigga, what you need? How can I help you? Any kind of way. That man open that heart up, son. That's the allow. Kaph. That thing like this, he said allow. That's what he do. He said, man, I make him open their heart to you. You can put it out your mouth, you be wrapped all up. What you gonna do? Man, I tell you, nobody, I swear to God on my mama's life, my grandmama's grave, stick a needle in her eye. I'm sorry. I didn't mean. How can I help? I'm so sorry. You need anything? Every time you look around, can I help you in the car? You thinking, what in the world happened? He said, son, I let you see their heart like that to show you I harden it, and I make them allow. Don't you ever give nobody that kind of power. Nobody get that kind of power but him. Listen.
For whatever Nikatab before,
written.
Nikatab Talamadus.
Written. Teachers.
So that through endurance.
Going through without quitting.
And through the Nakum of the Kitabim.
Of the writing.
We might have Tikva.
Man, that's why I'm holding on. Down here,
yes, sir.
That's why we're holding on. Now, how do we get ourselves in this situation? That we have allowed ourselves to believe that people have all this authority over us. When Yahushua told us clearly that nobody take his life, what did he do?
Lay it down.
I got the authority to do that. He said, I can do that. I can do that. Don't you know, you got to learn how to use situations. You got to learn how to use situations, allow things to happen. It's just like with football, with any other thing. It ain't always about trying to be the stronger. It's about maneuvering people. Sometimes you can maneuver a stronger person, just like basketball. Sometimes, but if you maneuver them right, it's all about shifting. Where you put hands. Listen, it's certain place you can move them. Listen, you can move like you can put little skates on them. They be trying to figure what you do. It's all about what you do. A lot of times people try to get out because they don't know how to fight a fight. You fight a fight to lose. And some people be smart. You be like, man, that joker, they had that joker out. That joker had a harder time. Look at Denton Robert. How big Denton Robert was? What was he like, 275? What was he like? What was it like, 320? What'd you say? How much?
Yeah, about 230.
About 230?
230, 240.
He worked them joker down there. Shaq, you'd be so pissed with him down there. Shaq with 3 and some change. Listen, he knew, I know how to work, big man. He like, big man, you finna work down here. I had a cousin like, listen, he a big man, worst nightmare. He know how to, he work that joker, so he gonna work the piss out. He know how to lay on the leg, everything. It'd be hard for him to come out the ground. But it's all about how you work a person. You can get out there and next thing you make a fight, it's the worst day of your life. Because you don't know how to maneuver. A lot of times, that's what Yahushua knew how to do. He knew how to maneuver. Learn how to use people's energy against them. You keep trying to, you keep clashing. You got to learn how to work it against him. Man, come here, strong you. Let him go where he's going. Why are you trying to stop him? Learn how to turn and maneuver. Let him go right where he want to go. And then you realize he didn't really want to go that way, did you? Because now he's trying to come back this way. So I was trying to get you to go that way. See, it's all about how you maneuver a person. But we spend so much time fighting the wrong fight sometimes, or fighting the wrong way, you wind up exhausting a whole lot of energy and getting nowhere. Ineffective. Every play you on the ground. Because you don't know how to maneuver. It's all about how you maneuver things. And that's what the debate can't do. It came to show us how to maneuver. Y'all got what I'm saying? And that's why I try to get y'all to learn on how we have to work together, things we have to look at and things we have to consider. But we keep thinking that people can take us and people can get us. Listen, Yahuwah will allow you to see things and allow things to happen for a reason. Because it's a matter of trust. Do you trust me? Just like when them come out Mizraim. Look at those people. You think about seeing that man throw 8 signs right now in my face. 8 solid. Not no bow, bow, bow. You don't need but what, 2, 3 at the most? 8 signs. As soon as I get out, I don't believe nothing. Those people seen 8 signs. Right in Mizraim. They seen them work. They seen it. Listen, he wouldn't even make up a rip off nobody. You tell him something, you know, I heard about that. I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking to everybody who's seen it. He said, I don't even want to make up a rip with nobody unless you've seen it. I'm only making this covenant with those that seen it, that knew of it. They said, some woman said, I was pregnant with mine. He said, they had known. I want to make, because you know, he look at, I'm having a problem with people who've seen it. What am I having with people who ain't seen it? He only wanted to make the berith with people who've seen it. People who had seen it. He said, that's how I'm going to make the berith with. And now you come back to look at, these people seen all these arts, these signs, these wonders, and these people came right back up to where you at. I don't believe it. They let the smaller thing come and overthrow the amanah. Because it looks like things get outside of your ability, your capacity. You don't realize I'm working. Let me do what I do. You think I got you all the way here, and now I'm stuck? Because it came to a place of seeing how far we talked about Wednesday. You can't go but so far by just your natural sight. Why you think say we walk by amanah, not by sight? Mm-hmm. You ain't gonna believe it. When did they murmur about amanah? They murmured about what they saw. That's what they looked. They murmured about what they saw. They weren't murmuring about no amanah. They looked at what we see. We ain't gonna make it. We're gonna die of thirst. Where's some water at? Anybody see some water? That's it. We're gonna die from thirst. I don't see it. Why am I believe in it? And that's where we at. The way of y'all synagogue as a whole, not every individual, but you gotta put us all in the bag together, or in the basket. As a whole, we like it. Because we keep thinking he won't do what he been doing. You keep thinking you in situation and he had already thought them through. He not us. He ain't got you to a situation. I already thought this through. I know how it's going to work out. All I need you to do is trust me. He wouldn't ask us to trust if we didn't already have an experience with him. Let me see. Let's see something. See if that, Alah Shamuth 30, is it 32? See if it's 32. 32, 33, 1. Alah Shamuth, they call H. I'm saying. He's a healer. Might be 30. Let me see. What is that? Yeah, that's fine. Come on.
Now, when the arm saw that Mushah,
you said when Amanah did, read it right. When Amanah did what?
When the arm saw that Mushah delayed to come down from the har, the assembled about Aharun and said to him,
what that sign?
Come, make us mighty ones who shall go before us, As for this Mushah, the Ish who brought us up from the Arats of Mizraim, we do not know what has become of him.
That's tight. So this is the problem. Do we? Let me see something. See if that's Alah Shamuth, chapter 3, 7 and verse 7. I'm sorry y'all don't have no script. Let's see what it's going. How about that? All right. Alah Shamuth, Exodus, for those that are watching, you'll call it Exodus. And that means Alah Shamuth. These were the names. These were the names. All right, listen.
Yahuwah said, I have surely seen the affliction of my arm.
You did what now?
Surely seen the affliction of my arm, who are in Mizraim, and have given heed to their sayak from before their taskmasters. For I know there's
Moshe delaying what now? You confusing me. What was they crying about?
I have surely seen the affliction of my arm, who are in Mizraim, and have given heed to their sayak
about from before Moshe delaying itself coming. Is that what it's about?
From before their taskmasters, for I know their sufferings.
What happened?
So I have come down to deliver them from the hand of the Mizrites, and to bring them up from the Arats to a tube in spacious Arats, to a Arats flowing with milk and honey.
So let me tell you something. This was 430 years when they got this message. 430 years when they got this.
Yes, sir.
That's when they came out in their 430 year when they came out.
That's right.
When they were complaining about it then. Them niggas probably sung a song, wait on him. Wait on him. They probably sung that song. 430 years.
Yes, sir.
Now, Mushah going up for 40 days. Yeah, man, I know we're going to die. This ain't going to work out for us. 430 years, though, you ain't going to believe it. Nigga held on.
Yes, right.
They were complaining about their suffering. They were complaining about how they were being beat and how they were being treated by people who oppressed them. Now the man said, I came to deliver them 40 days. I can't wait no longer. This stuff don't make no sense. I got to go back. Why you ain't leave Mizraim 430 years? Why you ain't leaving 400? Why you ain't leaving 200? Why you ain't leaving 50 years? See, as soon as he started moving, you start finding a reason to complain to get out of because you don't want to elevate. That's all. That don't make sense. I can't wait 40 days.
40 days.
Listen, I've been somewhere for 430 years. Me, my mama, her mama, and her mama and them. And all of a sudden, 40 days, yeah, that's time me, God. God ain't made me no fool. I ain't like y'all. Y'all stupid. You could be sitting around here and wait. I got to go. Something in my spirit be telling me when to leave. You set your monkey behind down for 430 years, and now 40 days you got to jump up and you finna leave yourself. That's us. That's us. You start trying to see your own way. And you know what they did? This did for us, this did for them what the writers do for us. This taught other people not to murmur and grumble. This taught other people to keep their mouth shut up and wait. You can run your mouth too fast. You can say too much. You can put too much out. It was people that couldn't come back. They couldn't repent that. Because later on he came down, he killed some of those people. He killed them. Can you imagine? I did. Listen, 430 years I sat here, my behind been beat, manipulated, cheated, chastised, ripped, run amok, kids been killed, everything. The man that came got me out. Listen, I ain't never dreaded good in my life. I got jewelry, everything.
That's
Came
right.
out with my whole house.
That's right.
I gotta go. It been 40 days. Man, I'm about to lose it. That don't make no sense. Y'all stupid. Stay on him. That's y'all. Y'all gonna keep believing that stuff. I gotta go. 430 years, you've been good. I don't get 40. Because I want to see if you'll wait on us. See, a lot of folk were saying they was in there waiting on it before. That's why they were down. But see, the proof come in when I put out here and I start to tell you to exercise your armor. That's what we meant. A lot of y'all here, I ask you who believe in it. None of y'all ain't gonna tell me you don't believe in it. I'm not sitting here, you not. Come and tell you to leave. It ain't for you. You ain't gonna do it. But I guarantee when he start working, it gonna show. Come and tell you to do something, you can't do it. You ain't gonna know why you can't do it, do you?
You don't believe.
How y'all know that? I ain't even tell y'all the answer yet. Because you don't believe. And because you don't believe, you lack it. And he can't do nothing with you because you don't believe. See, it's important for us to understand how he operates for us. Y'all got it? And you can't be justified when you don't believe. He told us, but what if some don't believe? He said, it don't make the Amanah Elohim without effect. Elohim said he's still gonna be the Amat, and you're gonna be a Kazab. As it is written, so you can be justified in your speaking and overcome. You ain't gonna believe it. The only way you're gonna overcome is you can keep jacking that thing for about 30 minutes, an hour straight. Otherwise, you ain't gonna never overcome. That's the only way you're gonna be able to do it. Because you lack something. And no way for you to overcome. It's just being practical with you. How you understand everything? That's the only way you're gonna overcome. Isn't that right? Because King gone.
That's right.
Isn't that right? Dr. King gone. So that overcome done. You don't seem to be getting this one with Yahuwah. That's the only thing you can hope for now. So now we have to sit down and you really got to consider when he's giving us things to do, what type of mindset do you need to be in? See, we have to be in an accepted mind state. But the only way to be in an accepted mind state, I got to have trust in it. Let me borrow my pal. Come on, pal. Stand right here for me. Fall back right now. He had company, but y'all saw what he did. That was smooth though. Boy, that thing was smooth. I was finna get it to him. I heard that push that. Stop! So let me tell you what, funny, but guess what we learned? I trust him, but just to be safe. Just to be safe. Because you don't even think in practice, man, I could miss. Something could happen. Then he didn't want to put me out there too, and then you convince yourself on, I ain't want to make him look bad. And one, I ain't got confident, but preacher got old, and he could slip and miss, and I don't want him, make preacher. Let me tell you how that works, when I'm saying that. Because that's what we feel like we doing. We feel like we helping him by not putting too much on it. We ain't helping him. We're belittling him. He said, that's what I'm trying to show you. It's limitless to what I can do. The two things he said I can't do, I can't gazal and I can't fail. That he said, that's when you'll mess me up bad. You said, don't do what you say you're going to do. He said, I can't do that. Why? Why? He said, I can't fail. Don't let it be true. He said, I can't do that. Why? He said, because I can't lie. Y'all hear me? When you talking about moving wall, moving hard mountains or whatever it is, drying up whole young, he said, that's all within my ability. Shedding the mouth of Ari, he said, all that's in my ability. Everything, all this stuff that you don't want to see him do, he said, that's in my ability. You asking him not to do what he said he could do, he said, that's not in my ability. He said, I can't do that. He said, I just can't do it. That's something, he said, that's something you could do. I couldn't do it. Y'all see, he couldn't do it and be the most powerful, Al Shaddai, the most powerful. He said, I couldn't do it. Y'all hear, he said, I couldn't do it. He said, you could do it. That's why he had to have a separation between him and us. He said, because I'm not that easy. He said, I couldn't lie. Y'all hear me? Listen, if I say I'm going to do something, he said, I can't repent that. He said, I can't repent it. Ain't that right? Because it's gone out of my mouth. He said, once it's gone out of my mouth, it can't come back void. He said, it can't come back there. You know what? It didn't happen. He said, no, that thing went out of my mouth. It got to go just like it is. Y'all hear me? It got to do just like when it come back around, it did exactly what I sent it out to do. See, when you start to understand the operation of Elohim and why it has to happen that way, because I need something to believe. Those people who came out, listen, although they saw those things inside in Mizraim, those 8 ots, it's still a need to increase your Amanah. Even the Talmud told them, what they said, give us Amanah. So how you gonna increase it? That means I'm gonna have to hear more Dabarim called Amanah come by hearing. And hearing gonna be the Debar Elohim. So the more they can hear him speaking and hear things being told and people not following, that was a benefit for people who did, or people who were on the borderline. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I'm about there too now. I ain't about to keep believing this stuff here much longer now. Then when I see somebody done jumped out here in the forefront and they got killed, I'm solid now. I'm good with this thing, 100,000%. Think about it. They need to see it too. See, that's why you gotta watch them. It be people he let do what they do. You need to have those people. See, like we said, man, we need everybody to believe. See, everybody believe it gonna come into a way of things happening for them to believe. Ain't no spirit gonna come and make you believe nothing. That's crazy. It's gonna be events happening. Things unfolded. That's what increase your armor now. So when you hear the teaching and you start to compare them to what you're seeing and how valid they are and how viable the bar is and how it's working for you when it's not working for other people, it just increase your armor now more. Said more the reason to stand, more the reason the condition to change, more reason to look, to put confidence in him that he does what he say he's gonna do. When anything happen, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know, he flood Rockdale out, lose everything I got. But you know what I know? I got my confidence in him. See, it's all about what was we talked about. I guess what was your conditions with him when you said? Can anybody tell me? For those who came on their own, wasn't brought with nobody else. I'm just curious. So what was your mindset? What you ready to do? Just say, what was your mindset? Where was you at? Did you make a agreement with him like, you know what? Forget all this. This where I'm at. I'm just ready to do. I'm just curious. Did you, or you just came, or what was it? It was at one of the lowest points where I was ready to kind of just give everything up in the past. He said he was at one of the lowest points where he ready to just give up everything in the past. Anybody else? Scared. See? What'd you have? Did you raise your hand?
Oh, yeah.
So this a white thing. They just raise their hand and don't want nothing. White people don't be wanting nothing. What you want, white man? Yeah.
They just ready to live right.
That's it. Anybody else? I mean, I don't know. When I ask that, I know people saying, okay, ready to live right. We'll go with that. Did you make an agreement?
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? For me, I made an agreement to what I wanted.
Yes.
I wasn't worried about no thing. I'm just saying for me, I made an agreement on my end of coming of what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the stuff he loaned me. I really did. I'll be honest with y'all, I didn't make no agreement on that. I didn't make no agreement on, long as I'm good later, down the road, 20 years or so, if I'm where I need to be financially, I didn't. All that I let go because I just want to be right. I just want to be right more than anything. I just want to be right. Nobody else, nothing else, I just want to be right. Like I said, scared, tired, pet, that's all fine. What was your mindset on? What was your agreement? And some people say, well, I don't have one. And then it don't give me nothing to hold to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Y'all hear what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just to tell you, I got it from your code. He said, Yahuwah bring him back into the Malkum where his both was. And he gave him food to eat and ma'in to drink. He said then Elohim was gonna be Yahuwah gonna be his Elohim. And that Abad, he said that stone, he said that was gonna be Elohim Byth. Mm-hmm. He said, I'm building it. When Yahushua told you, upon the rock I build my congregation where they want to put, or they put that, they call it church. We don't put that, the arm of the congregation. So we start to look at these things. These people, he built it based off of what he said. He looked at it. He said, that man give me food to drink. He said, if he bring me back into the place, a mile both. He said, listen, man, he told him he was going to be his Elohim. He said, this stone, he said, I put him. He said, it's going to be his bed. He said, it's going to be his house. That's why he told you. I know y'all don't know. That's why you don't pay attention when he's saying something. You think he made us? No, he said, upon that, he said, that's why I'm going to build that house right here. See, your code had nothing. It needed to be on something solid. He said, I'm building on something solid because the man brought me back. He looked at, listen, why wouldn't he want to be there when he shabbat, which he vowed to Abraham concerning a people and concerning a place. He said, if you get me back to that place, if you give me food to eat and water to drink, He said, then listen, man, you're going to be my Elohim, and this is going to be your house. I'm going to build it for you. This is going to be yours. You know what you've been doing? I'm going to tell you what you've done. I've been there. Make no agreement. That way you ain't got to worry about failing on it. You need to start knowing whether or not you can keep your word.
That's right. That's right.
I've been a liar all my life. I need to know how to keep my word. I need to see a lot of stuff too ain't just proving out. He know where we at, proving out, but you get to see what you can do. None of them people knew they could do that. You think, I already know when I walk in here, them already gonna go to sleep. Man, they're gonna put me all in confidence of him. I'm putting everything on him. That however this work out, he's still my Elohim. See, and that was for us. Showing you that people who stayed consistent in among him. EU, who they call Job, consistent. Questioned a whole lot of things, just like any other man would do. He said, oh, this ain't nothing. These boils on my body ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? He making me strong, building me up. No, that man was sitting there questioning. He said, man, I ain't nothing. They even fight against. You know, he like, I'm nothing. I'm this wretched of a person? That man was constantly examining himself. He put him in that, they gave a man a chance to examine himself. Yeah, he said, this is only because I need to know where I'm at. And when he came out and didn't let go of his confidence, all of him, gave him double everything. You the richest man in the world. Listen, if I'm already the richest man in the world, what did double mean to me? Double, I'm the richest, double. These stupid folk, I'm double rich, on top of double stupid. It don't matter, I'm already the richest. You the greatest basketball in the world, player in the world. You double greatest. What did that mean? It don't make, not until I take away your ability, you can't beat nobody. Then I come back and make you even better than you were. Now you can see it. You see what I'm saying? So now I got to realize, how can I see the tube of Yahuwah unless he stripped me from some things? And now bring me back and say, so now I know how to be a possessor of it versus before it possessed me. Yahushua gave up everything coming down from Shamayim. What was in Shamayim? That's tight. Huh? He was existing. He ruled. But once he came and he was stripped down and he had overcome coming back, that just made him the most powerful. Isn't that right? Now I've done, you know, that man, how are we going to tell you he was up there for you? I overcame the alarm. It's like, slow down a bit, man. You been down here before? No, but I just feel it. Well, you can keep that. That's a lot of hollering until you come down here. That's what I'm saying. That's a lot of hollering until you done it. We heard out here hollering and heard my fame after he had done it. He had been stripped, brought him down to nothing. So when he came back to be a possessor of, it was greater to him because now I really know how to handle it. I really understand where I'm at. But you don't see that. And that's why, you want to know why you don't grow? Because you're too busy trying to stay where you're at. You can't let go. Change hurts you. You want it while you still obtain, while you still hold what you got. So you got to let go. You got to let go to really see it. I'm trying to help you out. Don't worry about it. Do it your way. Because you're doing great. You just don't know it. Making a fool out you. Beat you every time. So we could go back to Alah Shamuth, but what we want to do is really just kind of understand that these things happen for a reason. Why he take things from us or strip us from things, because it's to get us to see that, no, sometimes that's the only way to get our attention. A lot of times he can't get our attention because it's so many things that kind of will clutter. It kind of clutters in your life and you don't see it until he take things away from you see. They had a song years ago, I can see clearly now.
The rain is gone.
I can see all well. And guess what they're going to know? It's going to be bright. See, as long as it comes, a lot of people could be like pouring down rain because you can't really see no further. People conversation because they lack it. They lack the confidence. They lack the will to do it. Sometimes they'll pull on you. That don't pull on me. Stuff don't bother. At the end of the day, they'll have to stay. What I tell y'all? You know, someone said, what did he tell us? Exactly. Nothing. I tell all the time, stay focused, man. You can't, listen, I'm going to tell you something. I used to play basketball. You get guys, you get in their head. You get in their head. There's a lot of folks you can get in their head. They were good, but they just couldn't take no talking. They'd be some kind of pissed, but it worked. You learn to stay focused. They're only talking because they're trying to get you off. Y'all see that? Why were they talking and sending messages to the Nakum Yah? They were sending them letters all through the property to everybody. Just need them to come down. And you have to be able to understand that people are working and they need you to come down. Ex-spouses, whatever it is, y'all let folk get so much of y'all. It's like, I don't have time to give you that. That's too much energy. That's too much wasted time. I'm not producing anything while I'm fooling with you. Just like Nukum, you said, why I'm gonna leave a work that come down to you? It don't make sense. So you start looking at the value of what you're doing. If what you have to you is costly and it's something that you value, how willing are you just to give it to anybody? You know what he told you to do with your pearls? Don't cast them before what? No, to get at which it could dash. That's why I don't waste my time a lot of stuff. I'm gonna get mad at the pig when I put the pearls on the pig and the pig run through the mud with it. Wow. It's the pig's fault. Stupid old dumb pig. Old stupid pig. Or is it, I'm not the one stupid because I put it on the pig. You gonna go put a nice gold necklace, new clothes, jeans, dress, what on the pig, and the pig go mud up and you won't kill the pig. This makes sense? What the pig cups are doing? Go figure. So is it really the people's fault that you giving the time to that you wasting with, or is it really your fault? That's what I'm talking about. Can't give people, I tell a lot of stuff, I don't give people, I just learned at a point, you guys just start giving people so much energy time. There'll be times you can get tested and get tried and get put, but you ain't got no business every time. There need to be some prerequisite. There need to be some 4-1, like, I don't let people get that far. It's just stuff you just cut out. I ain't got to entertain it. I'm still on the phone to argue with you. You know that, you know it, you ain't gonna believe it. They got an answer button. They got that in. We got that. They got that. See him. What is it? I'm just letting them wear me out. This is my intelligence. In. Done it. We ain't get on. In. I ain't got time for no fooling like that. You wasting time. You talk to yourself. Go on and text it. You ain't gonna believe it. They put this funny thing start with a D in there that you put. And they have a trash can. Wait a minute, that's garbage. What? It's garbage. Why are you entertaining garbage? Listen, I love them long text. That's what the garbage can for. Garbage. I don't read that stuff. Let me tell you. Garbage. I know this because you're not going to tell me now. I'm too busy. I don't have time to entertain that stuff. And then what? I hope your thumb hurt. I hope your thumb hurt. Everything on your hand, I hope they hurt from all that you were doing. And I throw it straight in the trash. I don't read that stuff. I don't go retrieve. That thing we talking about undelete. I meant delete. I'm not nothing. Leave it right. Because it's energy you give to things. And sometimes that energy you get, you become ineffective with what you're trying to do. And a lot of us, you're not producing nothing. That man told you that I Mashiach you to bring forth, what was that? What was it? Pari. And that your Pari. That's what I got to be concerned about. He said, I did it so you'll keep doing it. Why are you not producing Pari? Wasting energy. See, everything when he saw it, listen, when he put things, he said, let there be our oil. He Mashiach to do that. I appointed to do that. Everything he put here on, he said, I appointed to do that. Now, why would you let somebody come and stop you? Because you follow the ways of other people. You got to get your mind set on what you came here for. That's right. That's right. I like the things he allowed me to use and borrow. But I try to always keep my mind as set to where when time comes, you move it. I want to be in a place with you to where I don't let that be, it destroyed me. It'll hurt because I'm human. I be like, I almost slipped, but I don't want to fall. I don't want to fall. I consider that get up by sight, at my eye, my moving, my hand. He take that away. I don't want to shut down with him and say, well, I can't serve because I can't lift up my hand. That's something because that's what he saw fit to do. And everything you got, he loaned it to you. I've been with y'all. I didn't make no agreement on him on if I can just keep lifting up my hands. If I can always see. Everything he give us alone, and I learned to appreciate it better. When I see him take it from people, remove them, it's all alone, man. And eventually gonna take what I got from me. Eventually gonna take what you got from you. Whether you acknowledge it or not, you're gonna lose it. And where you need to be at. Where you need to be. See, kaph, we'll get it right quick. See that Byth kaph, 2 Peter, they call it the 3rd chapter. Jump down to probably about verse 7, verse 8. And I try to, let's see how far we go with this. I know I've just been kind of talking. It's not something y'all want to hear. Not something you want to live by. And that's fine, because you ain't going to believe why I got to tell it to you. Just so it'll come up against you in the last year. Let me tell you what some of y'all do. You have this unique gift of you do and you hear what you want to hear. See, if y'all were my sheep, you'll do what I asked you to do. Who in here I told you to do something to screw you up? Okay, Justin. My brother just called while people laughing. Come on up here. Them gloves. Them gloves, what? Come on. How do I know what you think about it? Come on here. Come on.
He said, preacher tell me I got this so bad. You told me to go jump off a cliff.
I told him to go jump off a cliff. That's a good one. Well, put that check up there. I'm talking about the other one. He didn't live. I told him to jump off. I want to see where he was at. I'd at least went down there and picked him back up. What was left of him? Yeah, but this is the thing I think about. Sometimes we fight against things, and I know we want to all literally hear from him, but it becomes a confidence thing in him on having enough, I say confidence, so maybe you understand that over amunah in him to be able or be willing to allow. Can I see how I do like this? Something can be put there. You said something here, it's inviting. He said, this is where I need your heart at. Periodically, I need you to do that. I need you to do this. Now somebody can put something in it. How many of y'all want to be saved? Hold this up. See? You're allowing. How many do this? How many of y'all want to be saved? How many of y'all want him to come in your heart? Raise your hand up. I'm leader. What's the problem? It's closed. That's the problem. We have to be able to allow. Now, understand when you allow, you open yourself up for it. And that's for all of it. You open yourself to be a victim. I'm starting a sign saying, I don't know nothing. Can somebody help me? What am I doing? You opening yourself up for some real bad help. At the same time, I open myself up. The right person come along and say, hey, what you need? And they could very well put me on the right path. And that fear of the bad people make me not want to trust. And because we had experience with people sometimes, it blocks us or it makes us, I kind of want, but I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you play, they be kind of like they put your hand, you be I ain't even trying to hit your hand yet. You be I don't want to be hit, I don't want to be hurt. And we do these same games with him. See, this is the thing though, he tried to tell her, listen, he said, I sat before you.
Rocking.
An open door. He said, I said for you, open door. He said, you know what? He said, and he said, when I open it, he said, nobody can close it.
That's right.
And when I close it, he said, ain't nobody can open it.
That's right.
When the door open, what that mean?
Come in.
Somebody said, man, what you doing? You just walked in my house. He said, the door was open. I thought it was, you assume, because he said, that's what I sat before you. I said, and if I close that door on you, he said, nobody can open it for you.
Mm.
So, see, we're at a point now where he said, I open my door for you guys. But you guys are sent to a situation where you about to get a closed door. I done opened my door. He said, nobody can close that opportunity. And you keep thinking, oh, somebody got like this. Man, I don't want to get on preacher bad side. Ain't no side of mine to get on. You still, who's your side? Preacher nobody ain't no threat to you.
That's right.
Nobody can't be no threat to you.
That's right.
Nobody. Stop thinking, oh, somebody he can give me a $100 million. How? Listen, that making much sense if Balaam could have cursed Yasharal. He was the Ish Elohim. He told him clearly. He said, don't do it. He said, do not all these people. He said, they Barak. To try to prove to you, no man can't do nothing to you unless I allow it. No man can't do that. He said, I have to allow them to do that. It don't matter what get in his heart and how what if he changed though? He might change up on him one day and might go after money then wind up trying to hurt us. Again, I say y'all Barak. He said, nobody can overturn that. Even Balaam said, but he said, listen, Yahuwah had Barak, and I cannot reverse it. He said he gave me a mark to Barak this arm, which to bestow a benefit of gift. He said, and I can't revert. Told him to do it. You Barak him, and you can't take that back. He said, you can't take it back. They thinking when he Barak, he can come back. He said he can't take it back. They try to allow you to realize people don't hold your destiny the way you think. You get at it, a lot of the fights we create in ourselves, and I said it because I look at myself. A lot of these fights we create, a lot of these hang-ups we get, these are only ours. These are figments of our imagination that we let overrun, and we take on our own belief toward it, and that thing, our whole world over with. Whole world done ended right there. Man, everything over with, everything done. That's amazing. Planet's still here. Hi, everything. Is that true? Everything over with, everything, and the world still existing? How did you put everything existing, everything done, and you still living, and the world still here? Because that's where you at. You learn to crash like you learn to live off other people. You got to stop letting people establish your amanah. That's what the writing's for. When you write it, when you read it and you understand it, that makes a world of difference. Don't matter. See, but I'm telling what he's saying to me. I'm not interested in what he's telling you. I'm looking at what the man said. He's not saying nothing different than what he said. But we tend to allow people to have too much control over, and it hinders us in our walk with Elohim. Y'all got what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Okay. That's all I'm trying. I just need us to get to a certain understanding, to stop believing that everything else somebody else gonna do, they gonna keep me from nobody. They gonna like somebody more than me. Let me tell you what happened. They can like whoever they want to like. They have nothing to do with what Elohim gonna do for you.
That's right.
Elohim will purposely let everybody in the earth love somebody more than you, and let it still work out just to show you. Why did you think this have anything to do with you? This is that person's portion. This what you gotta realize. A lot of times y'all don't realize, y'all see people stuff. How many y'all done seen a Rolls Royce? How many y'all look, you seen it and you liked it? How many of you looked at it and said, man, I wouldn't mind having that? How many of y'all looked at it and said, man, I'd like to have that? And you didn't get it when you said it. Even though you like, how many that happened to y'all? And somebody else still had it. You seen that? Because that's their portion. If I give it to you, that'll be your portion in life. How many of y'all seen a nice house you like? How many of y'all said, woo, I would like to have a house like that? How many of you imagine, man, if I had that house right there, what you could do? And you, how many of y'all, you still didn't get it when you said all that or you thought it? The person who had it still had it. Mm-hmm. Still had it. Because that's their portion. Mm-hmm. And if I gave it to you, that'll be all you'll get. Now, please don't go and say, I said that was, but I want you to just understand, you don't realize with Elohim, he'll give you things. That can be your portion. That's your portion. You up here arguing, fight, man, I don't know why I ain't got that. He's saying, okay, you can have it. And that'll be your portion. Now, how long that Rolls Royce gonna still stay the same Rolls Royce you saw then? As time going, they create another one in 5 years. Mm-hmm. They come out with about 17 more bells and whistles. Mm-hmm. Then in 20 years, you'll be so antiquated and and listen, that's your portion. That's your portion. You talking about, but they ain't got a whole lot of miles on it. Yeah, it got a whole lot of miles when judgment comes. Yeah. Because that thing gonna burn up. So you start learning how to decipher when you see things when people have them. You don't know. They ain't saying to everybody you see it, but just consider that might be their portion. Do y'all know the book said whatever two things in it each do? He said the same he received from Yahuwah. If you do something too, you know you ain't even got to have the Ruach HaKodesh. Mm-hmm. Stop thinking when people, this how Christian think. It's something, God bless them. If you do something right and do something, Yahuwah said, I reward a man for that. It don't matter if he's a sinner. It don't matter whatever he is. He said, I reward that man. He didn't say I save him for it. That's right. But how you think? They got it because they saved. That's why. I know. I ain't going to be saved. They saved. How did they get the house? Because they saved. I know they saved. Look at that car, saved. Look at that, look at that credit card, saved. Everybody you see saved, stop it, just stop it. Take your time. Process everything that they told you, everything glitter ain't gold.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times we quit to believe when you see people's stuff, they naturally better than you. He favors them more than you. It ain't about things. If the man counts you for salvation, you can't get nothing better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing to be more accounted for than salvation. That money stuff, all that look good. What good is all the money in the economy a wreck? So what did all your money will do when the flood come through there? No, the water move. They say, oh, ain't no happen. Let me go around these poor niggas. That water wipe out a rich man as fast as do a poor man. Poor man ain't got nothing. He just going for the ride. He said, I can't lose. He said, it can't take me nowhere worse than where I've been. But a rich man, he got to worry about where he's going. So you start to consider, is that happening to y'all? Because we all guilty of, we always put our eyes on things and we'll measure salvation, relationship off of things versus looking at what's tangible with him, what's practical with him to have an understanding. Let's look at something right quick. I know, let me finish. Let me get it right quick. I had something I want to talk. How do you say it? Let's see this. 3-7, second, kaph, Byth, kaph. Listen.
Even the Shamayim and the Arats.
Oh, that's 7? Well, come on, let's go with 6.
By his hands, the Alam was destroyed, which has since that been deluged with Mayim of the flood.
Okay. I guess deluge might be drowned or whatever. Come on.
Even the Shamayim and the Arats, which are before us, are treasured up by the Debar.
Y'all hear what he said? Even the Shamayim, the heights, his span, and the Alam, which is the earth, where the Arats, he called the earth the Arats him, which are before us. Is this before us, y'all? Y'all can see it. It's right here. There's some in the world somewhere else. We don't see it. He says it's right here. I'm telling you, you can see the Shamayim, you can see the Alam, which are before us, are treasure. What do you do with treasure? Show it up. Okay, that's true. You store it up, you keep it. That's our treasure, you keep it. It's precious, you put it up, you kept it. He said, guess what happened? The Shamayim and the Alam, the height expansion and the earth that we're on, the Arats. He said all of it's treasured up. For what?
By the Debar, and
By
they
the
are
word.
kept for fire, to the Yum of Mashpah and destruction.
How many of y'all got any treasure, heirloom, things you might keep? Antiques? Nobody. That's bad. Yeah, maybe you ain't gonna be saved. Is it bad? Ain't it? Maybe I gotta change out. I mean, somebody might say old quarters, a dime with dates on them. People have stuff like that, or gold they might have, they put up. Those are treasure, things you put up that consider pressure. Well, he said, so you understand that. He said he used treasure here. People don't look at treasure for nothing bad. They look at treasure for good. He said this stuff is put up so you understand, like a treasure. You'll get it, you'll put it away. You don't keep coin pressure in your pocket. You say, because I might spend it. You put it somewhere for a particular time. You don't put treasure away forever. You put them away because there's a time you're looking to cash in on them. He said, that's what I'm looking to do with the Alam. And the Shaman, he said, I'm cashing in. I'm going to burn it up. He said, I'm keeping it. Like somebody comes and say, hey, man, what you want for that? Let me get that. Nah, why not? I said, no, I'm keeping it. It's something I got there put up for something. All right, what? I just got it for something. So they want to know, people want to get the Arats. They want to get Shaman. He said, no, I'm keeping it. He said, I got it for something. I'm going to use it one day. I'm going to use it for fuel, for fire. All right, listen.
To the Yum of Mashpah and destruction of the Rosha Ish, Anashim.
I said, listen, it's for the Yuma Mashpat. For what happened?
And destruction of Rosha Anashim.
See that? I got to have something to burn them up in. I ain't going to use Mars and Venus. I'm going to burn them up right here in this. That's what I'm going to use it for. It's like a pot. I'm going to use it. I'm going to put it here to burn it. I'm going to burn you up right in here. That's what he said. He said, I'm going to burn the wicked up with it. First time we heard that, huh? Let's see. Malaky. They call it Malaky. 4th chapter. Let's see 4:1. A lot of sniffing. What a call. That a combo pack? Well, Fat Mike, he got that pork sandwich. How you doing? You look like you're losing weight. I repent. I repent. I repent. It don't take that long. You see that? Don't be trying to hold on to that. Once you find you're trying to lie, just repent. I repent. I'm honest too. I thought you might have lost weight. Black look better. I mean, it make you a little small. You ought to keep black on. And you get a white shirt and get dirty, don't wash it. Make you look smaller. Don't y'all think so? All right, go ahead. Listen.
For behold, the Yom is coming, burning like a furnace.
Behold, the Yom coming. The day coming? What it do?
Burning like a furnace.
They're going to burn like a furnace? What's going to happen?
And all the arrogant and the very Rosha doers shall be chaff, and the Yom that is coming shall set them ablaze.
So you see why he keeping the alarm in the Shamayim? Y'all see why he keeping the right? See, Malaky told you, you just didn't know what he want to use. I got to have something to burn it in. I ain't going to burn it in my hand. He said, so I keep it as a treasure. I'm going to use it for something. I'm going to use it to burn up. I'm going to burn up the Rosha. I'm going to burn up the arrogant. I'm going to burn these people up in it. See, you don't even know what it's him for. He got it for a reason, because I'm going to burn you up in it. Y'all see that? Listen what happened.
Says Yahuwah of Sabaoth.
That's what they would call Lord of War. Y'all hear that? That's what he just told you. That's him and his army. Come on.
Which shall not leave to them root or branch.
Listen.
But for you, who Yara Mashem, the Shamash of Sadiq shall come with the healing in its wings.
Y'all hear what he told you? For those of you that do what?
Yara Mashem.
See that fear his Shem, fear his name, and then for his name, knowing for his name's sake, you feel what he say he'll do for you, what he'll do to you. What he gonna do?
The Shamash of Sadiq shall come.
You see that? The son of righteousness shall rise.
With healing in his wings.
How y'all think he got up on the tube? Why y'all think his arm was straight out? They would measure his wingspan. He told you how he was gonna do. He was gonna get up and he was gonna have healing in his wings. See, he was the Shamash. He was talking about he was on the tube. You think about him getting up from the grave. That's what he did. He had to put him up. Hello? Y'all know another reason why he had him up there when you came and what you were supposed to do, you missed it. Another reason why he put him up there and why he had his arms out. We got one. Don't close your eyes. Yes, close your eyes. How many of y'all said wrong answer? Hands. All right, put them down. How many said right answer? Suckers. All right, come on. We don't want to see. All right, come on, Austin. Tell them, Austin. That's not what I wanted. No, I mean, well, you done mixed up something. They said he was gonna gather us like a chicken gather a brute. They run up under the chicken. Like when they see other hawks, they see predators. What baby chicks do, they'll run up under the mama chick. For protection, they'll run up under. And I think it's the 91st chapter, book of Tahalym. He said, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High, he shall abide where? That's why they sat down. They was abiding under the shadow. Then he told that Yara is Shem. Yeah, he told they're going to abide under the shadow. Y'all see that? That's what y'all didn't realize. That's what they do. Where you get shade from? I can hear you. Straight. Ots. That's right. You didn't believe where they hung him at. On the ots. That's how we knew it was for shade. You want to abide under the shadow. Trees get shade. Even in reflection beaming off, it gives you the shade. You ever been out? You can stand in the shadow. You can stand up on the shadow. He ain't tell you how to get right on the shadow. He talk about people standing under the shadow.
Right.
Hello? That's tight. Because he told you the Torah of good things to come. See that? See, folks who stayed with the Torah right, they were going to be able to buy it with the Most High. I know you weren't supposed to catch it. Hello? That's what you're supposed to do. You don't know what a secret is. That's something people don't know. That's what people miss. A lot of people follow the Torah. They don't know the secret. Y'all know that? That's why he sat down and told them that they were his rayah. He said, if you do whatever I tell you. He said, I don't call you a bud. I call you a friend. Because I made the secret known to you. You see that? But you have to buy it. You got to know how to buy it. You got to know how to stay. A lot of times, you won't stay. You start moving. All right, that's true. That's why he told them to be still. So they can see it. Hello? And you know what that Layla? Those people buy it right down in the shadow. Don't worry about it. Come on. Let's see what happens. And those that fear his Shem,
The Shamash of Sadiq shall come with healing in his wings.
See that? With healing in his wings.
And you shall go forth and skip about like calves of the stall.
Mm-hmm.
You shall tread down the Rosha, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your regal.
When?
On the yum which I am preparing, says Yahuwah of Sabaoth.
So where we going to be at? So he's going to use the alarm, the arats. He's going to use the shamayim. He's preserving to burn them right here. Then he said they're going to be ashes under your feet.
That's right.
He told you that the alarm abide forever.
That's right.
All he's going to do is use it to burn and purify.
Mm.
He's not getting rid of it.
That's right.
He's going to burn them up right here, and they're going to be ashes on the soles of our feet.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
Zakar, the Torah of Moshe,
mark to remember. That's what it means, mark to remember. Hands, who we using? Good answer. Karen got a hand up first. Somebody in the hall got a hand up. If they got up there, too late. I saw that, Jared. You had your hand up. What you got, Karen? Who? Who? Kaph. Oh, yeah. Canaan. Exactly right. That's what they did. He put a mark on who they call Cain. Quan is his name. They put a mark on his head. He marked to remember. He let everybody know whoever killed him, whoever let them know he put vengeance on them. These people had no idea what they did when they killed Yahushua. They killed a Mog man. They let them know he was going to recompense whoever killed him. And dumb old us, what we do? Good old dummy us, didn't it? Ain't that right? He did. He put a mark on him, and we did anyway. Like I said, he's a Mog nigga. And we killed him, and here we go now. He let us know what's going to happen. Whoever killed him, he said, we're going to be to you. It's going to be bad for you. See, but we were moving fast. We didn't know that you get to moving fast. You like get to feeling things, and things be feeling right, and they're good. And later on, you find out this was bad. Come on.
Zakar, the Torah of Moshe, Ma'abad, even the statutes and ordinances which I amar him in Koreb for all Yasharal.
I'm sorry, what happened?
Behold, I am sending you all Yahoo.
For what happened?
The Nabi before the coming of the great and terrible Yom of Yahuwah.
What are you going to do?
He shall restore the lob of the Abba Aboth to their Bani, and the lob of the Bani to their Aboth.
See that? He'll come back and that's reconcile. He's going to reconcile. Our heart's going to turn back to the Aboth, back to the Father, and the Father's heart is going to turn back to us. What happened, son?
Lest I shall come and smite the Arats with an all-eye.
It's going to be bad if it don't work. So that's what the teaching did, try to get us back. See, you think about Yaakov. We talked about how he wanted Yahuwah to do all those things for him to get him back to the place of the Aboth. His heart was down. So he was looking at trying to restore, get him back. He looked at what happened to him while he was out. Shoot, man, he said, man, I was burning up in the daytime. So I done there froze at night. He said, every time something came up missing, man, they would blame that junk on me. And I had to wind up giving it back. He said, man, he lied to me, did all kind of stuff to me. He realized he had to get back to where the Aboth is. That's why when we Palau, we always try to reconcile, or always try to bring back in conversation about Abraham. I know y'all hear him, Abraham, Yasakar, Yaakov. It's going to be every time. Every time you're going to hear it because we got to get back him. These are the men that had a relationship with him. And there were Aboth that came after them that established a relationship with him based off of them. So we trying to get ourselves back. Y'all got what I'm saying? Get back to where our heart be toward them. And their heart be toward us. We're trying to get back to the Abba. He told them what he come back here to do. He gonna come back, he gonna smite this whole place. Where you gonna be able to hide? Where you gonna go? I'm gonna go to my grandmama's house. Your grandmama gonna be ashes. Both think they got somewhere you gonna, there's no way you gonna go, ain't no hiding place. So we trying to reconcile while it's now. He said that's the purpose of why I sent all y'all who was one crying well.
In the Bamad bar.
In the wilderness. He was crying among the people. You know, stupid people want you got these dumb preachers, they going in here in the woods and trying to build a church, coming on one crying in the wilderness. Because he done told you already, I see men as trees.
Yes, sir.
And the reason why, because you can produce fruit. Wow. That's why he could see men as trees. What you think, when Adam and Ka'ur went put leaves, they took stuff from trees and wrapped themselves. What did they look like? And when the man got inside, he said, I see men as trees. And he said, and they were walking and going. So when he was crying in the wilderness, these stupid people go out here in the woods, hollering out, and having no idea but that's the intelligence he gave to somebody to teach you better. He was talking about among the people.
That's right.
You ain't gonna find out right where, Yucatan was in no bushes, hollering at nobody. He was out there and people were lined up coming to his emergence.
That's right.
All those people were like trees. And he was telling them people about, he was trying to warn the Parashim, the separatists, when they came. Who warned you to flee, the wrath to come.
Yes, sir.
Why you think them people were there? Because they knew this. They knew that their laws had to get turned back. I got to get my law back. I got to start making reconciliation while I'm able. And the law of the Abba need to turn back to me. Because otherwise I'm going to come. I'm going to smite their whole place with an all off. So we read Kaph talking about it. How far-fetched is this teaching? Let's go back over here right quick. Now y'all don't consider. The man will put you somewhere though, you'll consider. Listen, he said, you'll consider it. You'll just be in a situation when you consider it, you can't get back. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, listen. Where we going now and where the alarm going now, man, you can't be a fool, be trying to hold that fool now. Man, let folk have it. Go ahead and do what you do. That anybody. I'm just, man, please. Got no time for no fools now. My soul on the line. That man tell me, give account of my stewardship. What good is it? Arguing fight. That man said, give account of your stewardship. Let me get through. I'm gonna let Cam have it. He's like, and when you get through, you can keep it. That stuff, man, I'm telling you, we big on trying to prove we right. And you get who we ain't never tried to prove we right with him.
That's right.
We big on trying to make sure somebody don't get over on us. And don't realize you being got over on all the time. Cause we don't consider, he said, my opinion, he said, don't even consider. Man, your health, that man shut you down in a minute. You breathing. You don't even keep up with your breathing. How many of y'all keep up with every time you breathe? So, what if he put that in your hand? You ain't even smart enough to keep up with that. How many of y'all kids said, I count every, how many of y'all count every breath? Just give me a number, how many times you think you don't breathe? How many times you think you don't breathe since you been here? So he said, well, since you ain't keep up with it, I'm gonna just take it. Just forget it. That's soon as anyway, he tells if you don't keep up with the accurate number of your heartbeat, if you don't keep up with it every second, even when you sleep, I'm gonna cut it off. Where they put you at? Every breath. Where they put you at? Every eye blink. If you miss one eye blink, I'm gonna make you blind. Where they put you at? You gotta keep heart rate, heartbeat, breathing, eye blink. How many of y'all be able to do this? You ain't gonna believe it. He said, that's why I ain't put it on you. That'd be too much. That'd be too much on you. If I gave you one of them, why? You ain't gonna believe who doing it, dang. Blink, breathe, beat. One man keeping up with all this. We too stupid. We too stupid. We the one doing it, we don't even have a count. Just how do you have give me a bot account. I'm glad you said that. I was looking for the answer. Who could keep up with that? This man give you a direct, accurate, how many times you don't breathe since you started. And this the man I want to fight against. Heartbeat counter. Now, don't let it go. It got to keep a certain rhythm. It can't just be. It can't. They're gonna tell you, any doctor gonna tell you, that's bad. That's not good. Listen, don't just let it be. It gotta keep a rhythm. Just like your breathing. Man, he can shorten that thing. All you gotta do is, you're gonna panic. You're gonna lose. I can't get it down. One man keeping it for us. We too stupid. We don't know how much to take in, how much to let out. He said, don't worry about it. I got it. And then I want to fight him. I'm having a problem believing him. All this you can't do. Me and you. It just really man we want to fight. It is really man we want to question. And I don't care about you. There's other people out there doing it. But I brought you into the rationalization, the realization that you haven't been doing anything. I've been doing it. All you do is complain about what you ain't got, complain about what you need, complain about this, complain about this. Why the man put up with us? Be patient enough to let her get to understand, realize. You don't even consider. None of us consider. Nobody got themselves in the position they in. He allows it. Can you imagine kids in elementary? You in elementary? What's your name? Let's go. Your name on the board? Go put the check up there. Come on. Just sit up here. That time being the grade I asked you. Everybody trying to get promoted. Don't make me sick. So now, how many of y'all believe that elementary kids sit around saying, one day I want to be homeless. I want to be on drugs. Now, you know any friends, elementary, I want to grow up, I want to be on crack cocaine, amphetamine, crystal. Y'all know, when y'all elementary, did y'all ever think that? Want to be homeless and be on crystal meth? Nobody think. You ain't going to believe it, though. Somebody there, he already done predetermined. All he done predetermined, the choices are there. And because you don't have the logic and you lack something that he see that you don't have, this going to be your end. That's why you consider. We don't control what we thinking. You know what I mean? And you ain't going to believe it. Everybody out there on that street homeless ain't stupid. Not dumb. We used to have one went to church with us years ago. That man been in the car, had a degree. He was listen. I think did he have a master? I don't know what he had. Had a master's. Listen, homeless. Be sitting there, had a water gun, be sitting there doing stuff. Listen, nobody even know it. The pastor told her one day. He said, "Y'all think that man just homeless?" He said, "Man has a master's degree." People trying to figure out a master, because automatically what you think? You homeless? You got to be a dummy, an idiot. Listen, you just move that mind. Don't take me. Y'all, let me tell you something. Your brain don't have to do nothing but that much of a shift. Your brain, people, listen, you know how much stuff we do? Like football, how many times you ran to people probably one time boxing? Y'all don't know it don't take but one shift. The brain ain't got to hit the other end and come back. A slight shift of the brain. Everything you don't know no more. This happens every day to people. This is the part we take for granted. This happens every day. And then the fact it don't happen to you, what that do? That's called con. That called he determines. It's too easy. How you gonna fight him? You don't know how to count your breath. You don't know how many times your heart beat. You can't control it. You can't stop it or start it. How many of y'all can stop your heart? How many of y'all can jump it back up? How many of you feel out right now you can make your heart start back beating? How many of y'all, you start breathing, you can make yourself start back breathing right now? Yep, it makes sense to keep doing what you're doing because you can do anything. You see what kind of people we are? We're too vulnerable. He said, you cry like Ari. He'll roar like Ari. He said, you cry like doves. Prince tried to tell you when doves cry. It's just being honest. When you really sat back to consider how frail we are, and listen, that's why he tried, even the Malaky tried to look, what is east that why you even think about this guy? He said, why are you even mindful of this guy? He said, how you put this man over the works of your hands? Do you know how the Malaky had to look and say, this nigga him. This who we talking about? This nigga. This lying nigga. That's tight. Man, we bring up a lot of questions. The fact that he look at us and say, we are too inconsistent. And man said, why do you understand the question? Why does he even desire us? Why? Why? Even he told about Yahushua, he put him right here before our face. He told you he had no covenant that you should desire. And when you see him, you say, man, because like you, listen, I see folks, they'll be on the street, they walk, I just look at my radio and be like, no, I already know. They already know that he don't be bothered. Keep going, go to somebody else's car. You go and look out, get that look, go and look out like, don't come over here. Because I don't want you to look like, because certain look make them calm. So you turn to look like, I don't want you to think, certain look, they think it's like, because that wrong look, they said, oh, you want me to come on there and ask you, so you had to get that look. Guess what? That's the look we gave Yahushua the King. Hey, man, I ain't trying to get involved with that. We seen him, man, we ain't had no reason. I'm going to give him no look, make him think like, come to me. No. What about because that man ain't got no clothes? Don't want that man walking here and fold that he gay. No, not interested. Turn off. Look, don't even be desiring him. And he came, when we saw him, he was the epitome of us. In weakness, in shame. And dishonor. You think it's honor before a man snap butt naked? It's shame to him. When I don't realize they were naked, they covered themselves up.
That's
they
right.
said, man, I shouldn't be standing up here like that. They're like, I shouldn't be looking like this. Put in that, because we need to see our shame. You know, it's kind of similar to when the boy from Chicago, Emmett Till, when he got killed in Mississippi, they tried to do a closed casket. His mom told him, no, open the casket. She said, I want America to see their shame. We saw her baby lay up there, it faded like a cinnamon roll. They were steady trying to tell them what a honey bun, that thing spent. She told them, no, they were like closed casket. They were like, his face too. She said, open that casket. She said, I want them to see what they did to my baby. She made America look at our baby. Look at my baby. I want y'all to see what they did to my baby. Yahuwah want us to see him. No, don't try to hide. Take it. I want y'all to see what y'all did to him. That's right. I know. That's your shame. Your kabul is your shame. Because you do mind things on the alarm more than you do the things of Elohim. We all guilty of it. It's time to repent. These things nice to have and use. They are. Make no mistake, they are. Ain't nothing compared with salvation. They have the eternal peace, shalom he give us. That surpasses all understanding. I couldn't even explain it to you. When you know for a surety, I have a relationship, and it's based upon something, it ain't based upon things. It's based upon actions that I have. It's based upon understanding that you grant me. You know what I'm saying? I learned to look at things a little differently now. Don't allow so much to arouse you to get you out and get you off from what you're supposed to be doing. There's a lot of things, we let get off. We get us off because you're not sure about this way. You're not sure about it. But although you don't understand everything, that's just something that's just evidently clear. What the man said is happening. All I'm trying to tell, if this ain't right, did the Quran tell us that all this was happening? Did the book of Buddha tell us this? You know what I'm saying? The Hindu, these people not moving me with their religion. Fold your legs up and wrap around your behind and stick your toe up your butt. I'm not impressed. I'm just being honest. The man has been consistent on what he said. It's just logical. It's just factual. It's right. To the describing of how we are, how we do things, it's just right. All these other, see how these religions teach how to love each other. I'm glad you like him do this. Them bastards, when a woman break up, they throw battery ass in her face. Good religion. Just great. Teach folks how to love and peace and harmony. Bastard to kill a cow and sell you a hamburger. They own all the dairy because they don't even believe their own teaching. How am I holler, the cow my friend, the cow nothing about the cow, but I got a Dairy Queen, I'm study cutting them up, selling them to you. The folks don't believe their own teaching. They say, well, you sell pork. Yahushua said, something died itself unclean. He's like, I can sell it to the stranger. I ain't got no fight with Hindu. Please, I ain't trying to make one. Because I'm just being honest. Weigh these folks stuff out. Go blow somebody up so I can get 70 women. I can't get 70 women down here. I can't get 70 down here. I got to go blow up folk to get 70 women. Is that all I'm out here for? Man, it don't take but a little crystal milk. I can do better than that. Now, all of them ain't going to look what you want. We said 70. That's what we said. I mean, I get them 72. I get them 80. I'm just telling you. That's why I got to go blow up some folks so I can get 70 women. Come on, man. Give me something better than this. Just practice. Are we honest? Are we really serious? People look for things sometimes that's controversial, that does not really make a whole lot of logical sense to justify themselves. That my mama done came back and she a cow. Or a blade of grass, my granddad. All the grass, one piece of grass is my granddaddy. And I found it. Are you serious? A blade of grass. I'm serving somebody so I can come back as a blade of grass. Jared, come by you, please. What do you do for a living? Landscape. All I need is Jared to cut my granddad up. Do that make sense? People just want something to believe. It don't even anything other than order. Anything other than practicality of what the man said, they'll believe anything else. They'll believe nothing instead of believe what's right. The man right. What did the man tell her to go do? Everybody just start hunching on each other. The man said, I never told you to do that. Everybody just pull your clothes, start having, say, get your 100 wires apiece. He said, I never said that. Because people just want to do something. It don't make sense. You following a man who thought it was okay to put his penis between a 6-year-old girl's thighs. I'm not interested at that point. Just stop it. Just stop it. What are you? Then they try to say, y'all don't believe. You know, they say that Musha, who they call Moses, was having sex with a 4-year-old girl. Of course he was, you tell it. Let them tell it. That makes sense. That makes sense. But when Yehuda had a son who was a minor, he wouldn't let him sleep with a grown woman. He said, he not old enough. He said, matter of fact, he said, Shayla ain't grown. He said he wasn't grown. All what he said makes sense. That makes sense. He said, he not grown. He kept him from her. And Musha wouldn't keep up with this. He wouldn't know this. That it's just certain things you can't do. These people want to get irreligious because they holler, age ain't nothing but a number, getting down ain't nothing but a thing. Go ahead and be stupid. It's a mature, these are levels, these are building blocks in your life. Certain ages, just like with grades, it's certain, you can't come at 2 years old. I think my kid, he been in 12th grade. Your kid don't have the mental capacity. They don't have the intellect. It's certain things where they need to start. Of course, you always have something that can sell like Yahushua did, but let's just be practical. What's the chance of it? You ain't excelling at no 2 and no 4 years old and no 6 with no grown man. Just stop it. Folks just want to do stuff. No, it don't make sense. And it ain't all of them. They love the minors. Y'all remember that To Catch a Predator? They used to have that show locked down. They kept it locked down. They love them little girls. They love them. Oh, that's how they get you. I know y'all like to fold your legs up. I ain't never like yoga. I don't like yoga, yogurt, any of it. Yogi or yoga. I don't eat that garbage. Like baby throw up in a cap. I don't eat that stuff, man. Look disgusting. I know y'all talking about it. It's Danny yoga. Well, let Danny eat it. Isn't that right? Come on, when you eat Danny yogurt, let Danny eat his own yogurt. No, make somebody eat somebody else's food. I can't really have to eat your own. Isn't that right? I had my mom put a place in there, Henry Grady. You think I'm gonna eat it? That's Henry Grady food. No, I don't like that. Cause we run and do stuff, but we just got to, if we could just really sit down and get our minds around, we have failed. And this man has been, he has favored us to give us an opportunity to look at where we are, to repair the damage. Why he destroying this place? This might be the only opportunity you might get. It ain't guaranteed you might get up. Ain't guaranteed. Go ahead and let it, and I know a lot of y'all, you gonna keep your ways. That's fine. Because when you move in your ways, you're gonna have to give restitution to it too. You better consider when you close your eyes, you ain't responsible for opening them up. When you wake up, you might be in the mosh pot. Ain't that something you wake up and that thing, you know, you sitting in front of a throne thinking, what in the world happened? This called they're like, this the mosh pot. You think, I need to try to get right. You can't get right in the mosh pot. In the mosh pot, you get your direction, which side you're going on. This way you get told where you're going. This way everything you done come up. I don't know why y'all don't want to get it right while you're here. That'd be the best time for you to get it right. Ernie can admit about the folks he done killed. I asked Ernie something. I said, Ernie, how'd you kill Hayward? He just went up and went in the throat. He said, I said, that's that serial killer. I saw it already. But he a nice one, though. I never offend him. Nobody here heard me talking about Ernie behind their back. If you did, I'm going to kill you so he don't know about it. Isn't that right? Keep it quiet. And it ain't got to be a lot of folks. It be 1 or 2 or 9 or 20. Folks popping out the woodwork these days, ain't they? Everywhere. There's a couple of them in here. Mike, if you were, you probably like a Jeffrey Dahmer. You like to eat. I see him with a refrigerator full of body parts. Isn't that right? Mixed with some. Listen, long as he got that IHOP pancake, it got to be out. Listen, y'all playing. Mike, man, Mike cut. If he got enough of them pancakes, them unlimited pancakes. Can't say he was sleepy, he had his leg hanging out. He said Mike was gnawing on it. He said, I can get some pancake. I'll be back. But now, everybody got their little stuff going on with them. How many of y'all say if some people here can be serial killers? I wouldn't go to sleep around all y'all. Walk up, joke, sawing your arm off by the shoulder. Oh, I don't know. That's something. I'm trying to look around who I think I have some serial killer. But you got a serial killer. Shane, you can have a touch of it, Shane. Shane, you ever felt like that? You might have a touch. You don't think about it? Do like that one time. Do like that. Yeah, that's there. I seen it. It's too accurate. What you think, Danny? He can have it in him. He can have a touch. What you think, Malaky? Maya, what you think? He can have it. The eyes have. Who else we got? Bobby, oh yeah. Bobby gonna put a jetpack and fly them off. Bobby, you had a jetpack, you'll fly some people, you'll let some other people fly on it too. Oh, he said a jetpack water shoes. It'll have a hole in the back of it. Oh, it'll have water in the back of the jetpack. Yeah, I gotta get Bobby. Yeah, who else around here be a little serial killer? Kim doing it now. Who else we got right here? Who else? Alice and Joseph. Alice. He said Alice, we'll go him. Who else we got? Rod, how you feeling? After that Walmart incident when they robbed it with that paper gun, I don't know. Jessica? You not have a little bit in? She's not, they're nice and humble to do it. They have a whole bunch of folks stacked up. Because think about it, you can't have no nasty attitude. You're a serial killer, people going to pick it up. You got to go around and greet people. How you doing? Doing all right? Trying to help people, pushing buggers and all, because you got to throw the scent off. It's a trail. Isn't that right? So you got to be, who else? Janae? Look at them glasses. You ever seen her drive? I ain't no telling how many folks. I looked at that car, see the bumper tore off. I just a lot of folks on now. I just keep to myself. And nobody else say nothing, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm looking at that bumper. Somebody missing. That bumper like somebody was scratching, trying to get from under it, and she kept going. That's just me now, but everybody different. Who else? Princeton? I just throw you out there because you like to fight the sons of thunder. Them guys don't even try to help you. How many of y'all know Princeton can be a serial killer? How many of y'all try to make it show me? Look, see, a minute. That's the first sign of defense right there. What you think, Robert Princeton? Yeah, I think. I like Rob. Robert Tate. Rob look at us. Rob, look at us. Yeah, it's some more, man. What about Shane? What's that? Shane, say that's Shane. Who else? Maya. Who else? What is it? Uriah? Oh yeah. Uriah go forward. You're right, man. Oh, that's my buddy. Don't tell. Shh, leave him alone. Shh. Say it quiet. He sleep. Uriah. Uriah come with that hand straight for the throat off the rip, boy. He be want to hug. I be like, I hug it like that. I have my hand around my own throat. They be saying no. There's some folks in here, though, but that's all right. We got to have to help the world balance out to go around. But there's some more around here. Jahid. Somebody said Jahid. I don't put in that past Jahid. You see somebody else? Everybody, you know how to say it, just look around the room. There's something in here. Who? Who? Damn, somebody call your name, you said. Good, but these folks here, listen, and they be folks supposed to be your friend. They be looking at my, nobody say, everybody look around there, don't say that, who you see? Ray, your name got thrown in there, Ray. I don't know. Anybody else? There's some folks, who else y'all see? Y'all Robert? Robert like, 50-50, who got? They just throwing everybody, who else? John, somebody throwed your name out there. Who else? You a preacher. You was a dirty, y'all believe that man called my name a serial killer? I love people. Who else? Jace. Yeah, Jace, who else? There's some more on. Y'all know somebody that we missed? Who y'all think? Oh, somebody said Danielle. It's one of your close friends. Oh, I'm sorry. Breezer said you just a psychopath, not a killer. There's some more on. Who else we got? Who you saying? Pooh. Oh, oh, Faith said home son. She said Pooh. Then these folks throw their own kids on the butt. They be like, I'm looking at them. They watch how they be. They be like, they be like, can I cut the sandwich up? They be like, yeah. They start cutting up sandwich like that. Everybody, who else we got? There's some more serial killer around here. Keelan. She said, Armand, that thing, I'll be careful. Who else out there? Jonah, you know a lot. You advanced. Serial killer. Them serial killers had to move fast. They had to catch on fast. Who else? Jeremiah. Rod, they're cutting around. Rod said, he's like, yeah. I seen Rod shooting them skeet. They said, give me 1 and 4. Which one you want? 4. I said, yeah. I'm serious. When you don't start at 1, you go straight to 4. Serial killer. I said, all day. Well, there's some more in him. Greek? Why you can't be no serial killer? You just from a serial killer state. Why you can't? Tell us why. Just give me logic and I'm gonna take it. Why you can't be a serial killer? Good answer. That man just bust out like, they're a serial killer. Cause they can't answer. They can't answer why they can't be a serial killer. Somebody. Who else we got to get about him? She said, Cam who? And LaDonya. What? She just called it. LaDonya said, I'll kill you. So she can't be no serial killer. She told she'll kill you for calling her name. Hayward. Why else would he wear them flapjack shoes? He had to take him, wrap him around his foot, and use a blowtorch and melt him on his leg. Serial killer. Y'all agree, serial killer? So you take that kind of pain, that's serious right there. I'm gonna finish this up and let y'all go right quick. All right, you who are winning? This is 3 and 8. I like that though. Let's find a serial killer. Uncle Ted. Hey! Uncle Ted, you just been sitting there waiting. Anybody call him now, Uncle Ted? Uncle Ted, I'll hug you. Why Uncle Ted like he want to kill somebody? That's you guilty, Uncle Ted. Meeks? Uncle Ted said he ain't gonna do it but kill time. All right, this is second. Beth, kaph, 3-8. That's why folks don't come visit, because it's strange stuff. Dwight, y'all got Dwight a serial killer. Definitely a serial killer. You know, he definitely. Hobo. You know, he a hobo killer. Right, all day, y'all. All right, come on, finish. This is Beth, kaph, 3 and 8. Listen.
But this is the one should not be forgotten of them, beloved ones, that one yum.
Copy B for beloved, for those that don't know, copy B. Come on.
That one yum is with the un of Yahuwah as 1,000 shanim, and 1,000 shanim as
Shani
one yum.
Is the word shani is the word for year. What shanim for plural because it's got the S. So you use the M, which would be YM. Typically use IM. So the IY can make some of the same sound. But anyway, 1,000 years in his eyes is 1 day. 1 day is 1,000 years. He'll tell you how he does math. Come on.
Yahuwah is not slow that is concerning his Shabbat.
See that? A lot of people, they said slack, or they felt like slow would be delayed. Like somebody said, man, this thing running slow, because they saying a delay. They use slow to tell you he's not delaying, but it's about his promise. See, the only reason he hadn't done to us what should have been done, because I'm really trying to give y'all a chance.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give y'all a chance and still keep my word. See, rather than tell a lie, I just kind of take my time to do it, to give you a chance to get it together. Like, you know what I'm saying? How y'all hear your parents say, I'm getting ready to come in that room. I'm being in fight. If I get in that room, it ain't clean, I'm going to beat your behind. Why they told you that? Because I'm going to do what I said now. But so now when I come in 5 minutes and the room ain't clean. We ain't got to help. We shouldn't hear this fools about no, oh, I don't even be getting a chance. You just be all over me. I don't get a break. I told you, I'm getting ready to come in that room. And if that room ain't clean when I come in there, I'm going to beat your behind. Because I'm going to do what I said I'm going to do, but I'm trying to give you an opportunity to get it together. So the storms and all the stuff we see, this is his way of opportunities letting us know, I'm coming. Get it together. Go ahead and get your stuff together before I get there, because I'm not going back on my word. I'm just delaying to give you an opportunity to get right. Y'all understand that? See, we be thinking when stuff don't work out, we want, see, don't nothing else work out. I mean, look how long it takes and stuff. At the same time, think about if I came quickly, like you want everything, you want your reward quickly. If I came quickly to recompense you for what you've done. Because I'm trying to give you a chance to get it together, but people don't look at it that way. I'm trying to give you a chance so I don't be a liar. Your parents told it because they don't want to beat you. I don't feel like beating you no more. I'm tired of fighting with you. I'm tired of beating you. I'm getting ready to come in your room, and if it's not clean when I come in there, I'm going to beat your behind. I'm going to kill you. It's not little, but you feel like it. So he's letting us know he's getting ready to come in our room. I'm going to come in your space. And you need to be right when I get there. So people felt and took it though, he ain't going to do nothing. He ain't came by now, forget it. As some think this backwards. They don't think correctly. But he extends his wrath for us. See, that's all I did. Not willing that any
lost should perish.
See that? I ain't trying to lose you. I don't want you to be gone. But
all should turn into repentance.
Who is he just trying to kill? I'm trying to give everybody a chance to get right. You got opportunity to make the choice what you want to do. But the chance for you to get right is not for you. Come on.
But the Yom of Yahuwah shall come as a thief in the Layla.
See there? I'm going to come on you. You know when a thief come in the Layla, he going to come when you unaware. Sleep gives him cover. Darkness gives him cover. Darkness at the same time give you an opportunity where you're not really cognizant of you looking at rest, and you don't realize the thief looking at, I want to catch you. You're most vulnerable at this time. So he's letting you know when I'm going to come. I'm going to come on you. I'm using these. Listen, it's going to be broad daylight when he come back in. But as soon as he get ready to come, it's going to get dark. He's going to overshadow the Shamash. See, it don't matter when he come in 4 times. So he can come back tonight. Let me tell you something. He come in today. He just gave you something you understand how a thief come when you less likely to be active, when you less likely to be able to be aggressive. Like sometimes the police, when they get a warrant, sometimes they'll wait at night. It's less likely you'll be up because you got to wake up, and by the time you do it, we own you. Versus you up wide open, it's gun blazing a lot of time. It can still happen at night, but they look at 3 o'clock in the morning, you less likely to be up. 4 o'clock, you less likely to be up. So we have a better chance at successfully executing the warrant. When he come back, he looking at, when I come back, it's going to favor me. That's how he's looking at. Everything got to favor him. That's what they do. They ain't trying to have loss of life. So they're going to make it where it favors them. Don't y'all know he set this up when he come back for you, it's going to favor him. So he's giving you opportunity to set things for yourself. Come on.
Then the Shamayim shall pass away with a great noise.
See, I've been keeping it. He said, it's going to scroll. I'm going to take it away like a great noise. Y'all hear that thing? Like, pow! He said, thing going to go away. Come on.
And the elements shall burn with fervent heat.
Y'all hear the element? You know, when a light go out, y'all see a light bulb? How many young people see the light bulb? Everybody see a light bulb? What causes it to light up is elements inside of it. And those elements, when they burn, they stop being able to give out or light. That's how they work. It's elements inside of that. But those elements, he said, going to burn away. They're going to go away. Listen, all that stuff going to give out. He said, listen, all that stuff with fervent heat. Y'all don't know, they've been recording, last week they recorded the hottest day the hottest week on the planet since they've been keeping up with temperature.
That's right.
That don't bother y'all.
Yes,
You know what's
sir.
amazing? He told you he was gonna burn that place up.
That's right.
Why did he make up a risk that he wasn't gonna flood it out and he left a boat? Because as much rain coming, what it look like?
Flood.
But he put that boat up.
Not
He
gonna
said,
do it.
so I remind myself
That's right.
not to do it. So, listen, I was minded to drown y'all guys. When he put that boat out there, he said, when I see the boat, I really think about it. He was finna drown us. But he thought about it. When he looked at the boat, he remembered, I had to remind myself.
That's right.
I was gonna drown y'all out. It worked before. I watched everybody out. He said, I remind myself, because I did say, I'm gonna burn you this time. So you gotta remind yourself, because you see these things happening. They said burn up on one side, it flood on the other side. The flood just throw you off. I already know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna burn you up. And when water get hot, it boils. Okay, go figure. Come on.
And their rots and the works that are in it shall be burned up.
See that? He told you. He said he's gonna tell you. I tell you, he said I'm keeping it like a treasure for the day. He keeping it for this day. He told you the day gonna come. It gonna burn like a what? See that? Malaky is saying the same thing kaph saying. Come on.
And now, if all of these things should be dissolved,
Let me say, he gonna burn up the wicked. They're gonna be like chaff. He gonna do all this stuff. He gonna do the elements gonna burn out. All this stuff gonna fall out and burn out. He said that seeing all this stuff gonna be dissolved. You ever had an Alka-Seltzer or y'all had something you dropped in the water and you seen it dissolve? What happened when it dissolved? It was still there. It lost that form. He let you know, listen, he said all this stuff, seeing all this gonna be dissolved. What happened?
how much do you have to halak and consecration and kodash?
So, well, sanctification will go along with the separation as well. So we're looking at the behavior. When you're seeing all this stuff gonna happen, how do you need to walk? Well, I'll give y'all something to look at. And I try to finish out there from reading. When Luke seen Sodom and Gomorrah burn up, what type of person y'all think he was after that? We know what type of person he was before, because Yahuwah, he couldn't spare the city, but he took him out, telling us he was a deep person. But seeing all that stuff would dissolve, what manner of person you think he was in conduct and how he halaked? That just it more or less encouraged you to stay a certain way. When you see this and you know this is happening, this man gonna burn and destroy this stuff. He wanna know, so how you need to be walking? The way of y'all synagogue, we in violation. Because you haven't been. We haven't been. That's why we clean up a lot of stuff, changing how we do stuff. Less prone to get involved with a lot of stuff. You just can't keep getting entangled with everything. We got to really sit down and look what's practical. This stuff now dissolved. I heard this as a little boy. Oh, the world gonna end. Oh, the world. This stuff is happening in my days. When he told us in the book of EU, he started talking about the cankerworm, the flying locusts. He was talking about all these were caterpillars and all these. He kept talking about all them devour were going. He said, had this been in your days? He's trying to tell people before all this stuff we have, had that been in your days, all this devouring, destroying a thing, your food is being destroyed. Your water is poison. These people putting COVID vaccine in your food. They're getting rid of letting chickens grow the way they naturally grow, and they want to just manufacture chicken meat inside of a done chemical lab. Your body not designed to eat like. I don't care if you can build a chicken and put all the protein, nutrients, everything you got. It won't work because they're not designed from him. They think they know all the stuff they think they know hadn't worked. Why y'all think people so sick? You can't make what he make. These people, listen, you can chemically make water. It'll be the worst thing you ever drunk because it come from him. Listen, your code, they call James, say every tube and complete baraka benefit, it come from him. So when the lab make it, it's not from him. See, that's why we so sick. They took away the craft we had of being able to farm and plant, raise animals. Everybody lazy. The country ran to be to the city trying to get back to the country. That's how, listen, they made the country rule, they made it look the worst thing in the world. So everybody from the country, as soon as they graduate, nobody staying there. The ones staying in the country, you know, you look at, they losers. Go back to the same people, you thinking, man, y'all ain't progressing, because we move so fast up here. We want so much up here. And them folks leave a cleaner life and a plainer life. You know what I'm saying? They less likely to get robbed and just get shot down there. Nigga, everywhere you go is a death trap. Where can you go in a death trap? I don't try to go no place, but I can have my gun. I be like, I ain't interested in going in there. I'm not interested, because somebody go to shoot, I look at, I need to be shooting too. I don't need to be no victim. One of these little white kids don't watch the little game, and you gonna come here and think, I'm too old to be laying on the ground, be crawling, getting busted all up with them guns. Nope. Just leave in the car. If I leave it in the car, I'm gonna bring the car in the store. Man, I'm just being, where can you go say it is because of the fact that so many people just shooting and killing folks for no reason. Like what the last one had, got riding through the parking lot just shoot. I'm saying, nobody in the parking lot got a gun? Nobody, the whole parking lot just getting shot. Nobody had a gun in the whole parking lot? The killers got all the guns. They want innocent people. You think a crook read that sign? Man, I'm finna walk in and shoot at the mall. No guns. I can't go ahead and kill the people in the mall. Because they got a sign on the door saying no guns. You think they reading that? Honest people reading that sign. And they know you're a victim when they coming out. Yahuwah done said, we pray. And this is why we put ourselves out. This is what happened when man break away from Elohim. Even Yahuwah, we lusted at everything these people got out here. Look where we at. We in bad shape. We in bad shape. We got to do a lot of correcting things now. We got to set up a future for our young people. They made it, listen, y'all make it look like Elohim don't do what he say he gonna do. Y'all make it look like serving Elohim will have you in a hole, have you where you ain't gonna never make it. Don't believe that stuff. Serve him right. Serve that man right and watch that man do what he say he gonna do. That man provides. Abraham, they don't even talk about Abraham being rich, do they? They like Abraham just struggling, straight. Man was rich. Listen, everything here was increasing. Made sense. He gonna make the man pari. It ain't about the material things. It's about when we follow him according to his word. He does what he say he gonna do. We just quit on him too fast. We so fast that want what everybody got, and you don't realize that might be your portion. That might be your portion. You might be good. It's people good with what they got. Look at how many athletes, stars. These folks go and do satanic worship because that's their portion. They looking at, listen, man, I can't wait to get in that no afterlife. I got to get it now. I got to be on top now. Man, it'll be a few years. Man, you be history. Man, look, one time, Michael Jackson with the biggest thing out there, gone. Somebody else will come beat you. Whitney Houston, the greatest one out there. Man, all the stuff these folks set out to do, you ain't gonna be here for so long. Y'all young people, you can go out here and you can be the best basketball player, Michael, whatever you want to call yourself. You ain't gonna be on that court forever. You coming off that court. You coming off that football field too. I don't care what position, you coming off that field. One way or another, you coming off that field. Don't put your heart in this stuff. Put your heart in this man. That would, listen, living or dying, I just want to be his. Y'all got me, people. Did it make sense? If you, listen, when you get yourself set on really saying yourself that I really want to master living right, that man supply your needs. He supply your needs. Make that your, don't fake it for nobody. You gotta want it. You need to see these people die. You need to see how, because they come and it'll establish some things. You realize, you put your eyes on people, you see them take them down. Say, I gotta quit doing that. I keep my eye on the prize. Don't put your eye on people. Put your eye on the prize. Because people can follow. I could turn away. You know, I can get it well. I decide I love something greater. I want to try something different. Don't ever turn your back on that man, no matter what nobody else do. That's why you need to know him. Listen, nobody don't move me, because I know what I believe. Y'all hear me? Ain't nobody going to sit down and teach me, nothing have me talking. Man, I'm thinking about this thing. This thing might be dead wrong. That's because that's where you at, and you open yourself up with that foolishness. I'm confident in that man doing what he say he going to do. Not just because of what I read. I'm talking about what the man doing. See, reading is fundamentals. You start him, then you need your own events. You need your own association. You need your own, I have my own relationship. Y'all understand that? I appreciate these people. I can assure you what has really strengthened my relationship, reading and starting, but having my own episodes, have my own events, him bringing me out, him raising me up, has strengthened my understanding. That's the only way I know he'll heal her. That's how I know. I can't tell you what he'll do unless he done it for me. There's only so much reading you can use at the while. So let me ask you something. You ever have you? No. Well, had this happen? No. Well, have you ever been through this? No. So all you got is reading. You need to have your own relationship. Ain't nothing gonna strengthen you more than that. This is where I started at. I can assure you, I have my own relationship. This makes sense for y'all? I want you to take this, but this can't help me unless I have my own relationship. Y'all I need my own, it's fine, but all I'm reading about is these people. How do I know he's gonna do it for me? So that's when this had to come off the pages. You need to have your own, so that's why stuff happens in your life. So you can be a witness. The reason why he left those 12 men, he told, so you can be a witness. What they gonna be a witness to? What you done seen and heard. Them guys done told you. Kaph told you that. He said we were with him in the mountain. He said we heard it. These guys, listen, they're like, I've been here. I seen this. I know for myself what this man will do. Y'all need your relationship. That's good. A lot of people just want their relationship built on these pages. That's what you're gonna falter. You can't make it like that. You gotta pull out the page. You need your own relationship. That means you're gonna have to lose something. You're gonna have to go through something now. That beautiful reading about how them folk came out. That line did, that beautiful. What, you ever been in line then? Then he gotta put you in some situation. And what looked like should cut off for you and looked like should be the end, you made it. What you think they put folks in the line then for? Because it was a 50-50? Already eaten. They don't put people there and bring people out. If you go in, you don't come out. So when you come out, just strengthen me. So you need situation that you go through. You ain't supposed to come out this. See, you know what these folks do? They'll go down to Atlanta Zoo and unlock that cave. I hope you don't make it out, because you stupid. Then y'all didn't go put yourself in no den. This is a situation that come when all you, listen, you need to know when you doing right, wrong still come at you. And you need to know that man still provides. Who don't know if you do wrong, you get recompense? What about when you do right? See, that's a whole nother mindset. I did right. What did Daniel do wrong? All he was trying to do was serve Yahuwah. Do what he been taught to do by the word. And look at it. Next thing you know, folk done brought in accusation. You've been drugged into court. Now you've been thrown down here. You ain't get just thrown in jail. This is a death sentence. That man said, man, I come that you might have life. That man said, I ain't going to fail you. We need to know that. Yes, you know this. Yeah, all the look, when I do wrong, something coming. I ain't expecting nothing wrong if I'm doing right. Who in here expecting wrong to come they doing right? That don't make sense, does it? He said, wrong come when you're doing right. And you need to know I'm still with you. I can chastise you to where I don't kill you. And when you're going through and you do right, I can still provide. I can keep you. You need to know that. All these situations you are subject and prone to because you're a man. You are a human being. You're subject to it. But you need these events to happen so it strengthens you. And you can strengthen. How you think I'm able to strengthen y'all? I ain't so far I can go with talking about these people. Because I'm not those people. I'm me. I need my own religion. You need to know, that's good. Has he done anything for you? I mean, if you think about it, what that encourages you to want to serve. If you think if you think about it. See, let's just talk about them. You ever been down before? I mean, how I say this, so you really don't have situation yourself where you actually know this to happen. All yours are just this. You need a relationship, folks. You close your eye tonight, you might not get back up. They know that now. You need to have a relationship. You can't get it when you move. That's too